And these bands, not the Hands of Wristband, they're gonna open for Unearth.
Nice.
At that, what's the place in Easton called? Center One.
One Center City.
One Center
Or One Center something.
All right. Well, I was just put you out there. We were live when you announced that. So.
Well, that's public knowledge. I'm pretty sure.
I hope so. Hey, we are live Tornado Tech podcast. I just realized, Andy, I love your shirt. That's a cool.
Oh, I just got it.
That's
came
awesome.
out. Yeah, it was on sale for like $15.
That's a really cool shirt. I love Charlotte. She's awesome.
You didn't
All
get
right,
it during the
just
sale
Charlotte.
during the pay-per-view, did you?
I don't know
Yeah.
No, it wasn't during the pay-per-view. No.
All right, so we are live. We're going to be going over everything pro wrestling, Money in the Bank.
Hang on. Who's the new guy?
Oh, this guy. You guys hear his voice all the time.
I've been here once.
One time. But he's here with us tonight.
Finally.
Yeah,
It's about time.
he's back from the temple.
Yeah. Oh, clever.
God damn it, college kids.
Finally back
To
from
Lucha
Temple
Underground
University.
Yeah.
And I'm here for a couple months. And then August, I'll be heading back. But while I'm here, I might as well be at the table.
Right? Let's have some fun with it.
Let's get it.
So before we start, if you guys tuned in now, hit that like and subscribe button. Alexis, hey, what's going on? Alexis, check out the Interviews with Everyday People fan page and the Andy Header fan page on Instagram. Give those a good, give that some love.
Stand up from right there.
Considering I think there's more followers on those fan pages than the actual page.
Yeah, how about it?
That's a definite. There's definitely more fans on the fan page than there actually is
Yeah,
on.
there's more people that are
She does it.
fans of us
Yeah,
and don't even know it.
Alexis, please send them to the correct page as well.
she'll link it.
She's doing a great job. But yeah, so we're gonna go over Money in the Bank. We're gonna go over. Well, we'll do Money in the Bank.
That happened, so we'll.
and
do
then
that
we'll
first.
cover a little bit of Raw and SmackDown.
Not much covering SmackDown.
No.
I
SmackDown was the better show again this week, though.
I
don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
By the way, what do you guys think about the story that the new title, which we will discuss, was designed by a second grader?
that's a fake story.
That was
Is it?
that was like
Yeah.
the onion of
Yeah.
pro wrestling.
I didn't see that, but I
But you
saw
know who-
that USA was the
Yeah.
people who created the idea for the
Yeah,
title.
USA apparently gave a bunch of ideas to get better ratings,
Yeah,
and
I
that
mean,
was one of them.
I like
That was
good
the least worst one.
Well, Andy hates it. We'll say that right
Yeah,
now.
okay.
Spoiler alert:
I
Andy
mean,
hates it.
It's a great homage to Crash Holly.
They
for
should have called
what
the
he did.
Crash Holly title,
Or just the Crash title.
the Crash
The
title.
best thing is Truth said is like, I have for 24 hours. I'll get some more. I'm champ forever. I was like, that's cool.
That alone.
It is a jobber time.
It is, and you know what? Honestly, it's a great way to get guys who aren't getting their show time get some exposure and have some fun with the title.
So how many
It is, but,
24/7 champions have there been so far?
Only 3.
3.
Because
Bobby Truth.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
get into that though in a minute.
All right.
I just love the fact that he's like, yo, get my trunk. Oh, thanks, Truth. Goes get in the car. Referee.
So that's yours.
Ah, yes.
Oh, the Money in the Bank one.
This is yours.
What were your thoughts?
You could be Ben.
I wish we had bad refereeing on here because there was
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
horrible.
3 instances.
All right, so we'll just go down the list. So we'll these are not in order of matches. So the first one on the paper,
So how did we rule the table as we'll give you the table this time?
yes.
Yeah.
So that's what got Andy the win.
Weren't all the tables broken?
No.
No, only one broke.
Only the Spanish announce table, like I said there was.
Yeah.
It's every pay-per-view, the Spanish
I
announce
thought
table.
that another match had another table break though.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, because Orton slammed on the main table a lot, but didn't.
It didn't
break.
Well, if you actually look at the main table now, it's ridiculous. It's actually ratchet strapped together.
Yeah.
So it don't matter if you get dropped on that thing or not. It's not going to fall down.
Yeah.
Right.
So we'll start with the top one. It's Tony Nese versus Davari. Finally, 205 is on the main pay-per-view.
Yeah, but the
And it
not
was
the
in the
2 right
mid-card.
guys though.
It was in the mid-card, too, which was nice.
Yeah, but unfortunately, it wasn't like a Tony Nese Bobby Murphy or Buddy Murphy.
Buddy Murphy.
Buddy Murphy.
It was awful bland.
Yeah, it was a very blunt, but it's still the 205 Live did showcase. They looked good.
I thought it was a really solid match. I think a lot of people didn't like it because of how slow it started, but
Yeah.
that's all of their matches.
Yes.
In
And
205
it picked
Live.
up towards the end. Like, they didn't really do a lot of high flying. And personally, I think Tony Nese needs more of like a 205 finisher, and that running knee in the corner doesn't do it
Running
for me.
Nice.
So
I
I have in
think
front
that's
of me
stupid.
the perfect score. Like the
Oh, you
perfect-
got that.
Yeah, I
actual-
have. This is the answers.
Oh, okay.
So you to get the perfect
I
score
did
on
get
that
the
one.
perfect score on that match. I'm just going to put that out there.
Yes, you did clean house in that one. The perfect score would have been Tony Nese for the win.
Mhm.
Fall type would have been pin. Aerial moves would have been 9.
I had 6.
If you hit it exact, you got an extra 2 points.
And it's give or take 1
Yep.
on your scoring.
And match time was 9 minutes.
I had 10.
They don't
Yeah.
do So I got
Close.
Pin and Tony,
Didn't have any
and
time.
Ben did
was
not.
kinda
He
guessing.
didn't do not a lot
Yeah.
there, and he was filling them out.
Well, see, Ben actually showed up, and the first match, the women's Money in the Bank match is starting, and he's still filling it out. I'm like, Ben, we need that before the bell rings.
Yeah.
And he's like,
At
really?
least-
I'm like,
at least in
yeah.
that match.
Yeah. Then we got
won.
Roman versus Elias.
That was
It was-
ridiculous.
That was the worst match of the card.
I thought it's what I expected though.
Yeah,
At
I
least
don't think-
Elias
I don't
got
think
to
it
cut a
should-
promo.
I don't think it should have been any longer because Elias isn't good in the ring. So
I like Elias in the ring.
I don't.
I'm a fan of him. Reigns wins by pin. 0-2 Superman punches
One.
because
Zero?
because it
the
did
ring?
not happen before the bell.
Oh,
But the stipulation was the guitar used at any time, and that is yes.
and they considered that yes in the backstage.
Yep, because it was used. Yep. And then we got Shane, Miz versus Shane.
I'll be honest. I went and took a shower during that.
Yeah,
I
it was.
did not
It
care.
wasn't bad. It wasn't terrible.
I liked a lot of the false finishes.
Yeah.
Normally they do the cage, top the cage, pull them over once, but they did it 3 times. It
Yeah.
got me a little.
When he had him set up for the superplex, I'm going to superplex you again. And he's hanging 3/4 away off the other side of the cage. I'm like, there's no way in hell you're going to be able to muscle him off a 45-degree angle the other way. And
Well,
bring him in.
this is one of the 3 occurrences of the night where the referee. I don't know if it was scripted or if it was just a
It was actually
botch.
4.
It was 4
Yeah,
total.
yeah. We'll go over. Here's
I
the
had
first
3, so the 4th one may be new to me. So Shane has him pinned.
One. He puts his foot in the
He
rope.
put his foot on the rope, and the ref stopped it during a cage match.
Yeah,
Right.
It's like, come
which
on.
is not.
Corey Graves did a really good job of covering that. He said, maybe Shane talked to the ref and said, if you don't want to lose your job, any means necessary. I'm not losing this.
Oh,
Corey
God.
Graves.
the skull crushing finale. He grabbed the rope.
Yeah, he either covers up or he calls it out blatantly,
Yeah, he's really good. I like.
like Jesse Ventura used. to.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, Michael Cole's like that too. He'll call people an idiot. Like, what
Yeah.
an idiot. And then, So, I mean, they did a good job playing
Do
off.
they seriously need to go retrain all the referees on how the match works, even though it's supposed to be?
Unless it was booking, unless I told them to do it that way.
You never know. Who knows?
Because then they could turn around and say, well, I didn't lose clean because the referee, I don't know.
Ref
That's
screwed me again.
Yeah, one of those
Right.
stupid things. But anyway, you had to wait for the perfect thing was Shane by escape, 2 aerial moves, 0
I had
moves.
2.
0 moves from the top of the cage. And does anyone else enter the cage? And the answer was no.
Oh wow. How about
That was surprising. I
Yeah.
figured at least somebody would have came down to try
Yeah,
and
me
help
too.
Shane.
So I actually
Drew?
scored 14 points on that one because I hit aerial moves 2, escape. So I got the match wrong, but everything else I got right. So
Nice.
that I saved some face there.
I had the win, the
I put-
escape, and I got the aerial moves on the.
So what's your
nose.
just say your total points then? I got 13.
So I
I
got
got
14. My top one I got 8. My second one I got 8.
Okay.
So I have 8, 8, 14.
14, 3, and 13?
Yeah. So when you did well, you did really well. When you did bad, you did really bad.
And it shows.
Ben went 8, 8, and 9.
Now this one I went complete goose egg 0.
Really?
Charlotte versus Becky. I went Becky to win. Charlotte won.
Mhm.
I had submission for the fall. It was pin.
Oh, you skipped Money in the Bank.
We'll come back to that.
Yeah.
We'll do the Money in the Bank matches at the end together.
Yeah, we'll do that. Pin. I had submission. It was pin. And then 6 minutes time and 0 submission finishers.
Okay, Becky. This would actually be a second ref thing when Becky rolls up Charlotte before the end, and the ref counts to 3, and then Charlotte gets up and gives her the boot. I was like,
did he count to 3?
yeah. I was like, she just got pinned. Becky wins.
I didn't hear the 3. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
Oh,
counted 3 if you go
wow.
back and watch it.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't think they say anything.
As
It's
she's
like,
going to pick her legs up
and
to
it's
kick
blatant,
out
like,
at his
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, and
She gets
then
up.
she gets up.
Oh, I did not
and
know
then
that.
Charlotte's boot misses her by a mile.
Yeah.
And
That was-
then
That
It
was,
was
I'm not
still
sure
a
what was
match,
worse, the
but
referee
I had it all.
botching the count or the missed boot.
Yeah, I had
remember
0
seeing
points
them
for
too.
that.
yeah. And then Becky versus Lacey. This is another ref botch
Yeah,
because Becky lost.
Yeah,
I mean, there
'cause-
was a clear
Yeah.
4 count if the refs would have started counting.
6.
Yeah,
There was a
that's what
6
I got
count.
Yeah,
too.
6.
If you actually did the referee's count,
Corey
I would have
Graves
got
he's
6.
like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but it's like the ref's on this side. Is like, let me go check this side.
Yeah.
Oh, that's clearly a pin.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, he checked the
Ugh.
shoulders thoroughly on that one.
And
But it
then
wasn't-
God forbid she slides out, hooks on the disarm her, and it's
Yeah.
like, hey.
wasn't
all right.
bad. I thought that her entrance was really cool, and in my mind, it was a 21-year-old basic girl's first time on St. Patrick's Day. And I was like, woo!
Yeah.
And their outfit and everything.
But still, I really like that match.
I thought both of them were pretty good.
Yeah, I thought it
Lacey
showed
has a
Lacey
future.
pretty
I mean, I think
strong.
she's good. And I think Lacey Charlotte as like these billionaire girls would be an awesome tag team eventually.
Yeah, they could
Um,
like a power
Yeah.
trip or something like that.
Yeah,
like
they
Triple
could-
H and
I just can't believe one of the writers went rogue
Yeah.
and put it out there that Vince called for a storyline that puts Charlotte up to 16 titles before the next 2 years.
Well, they
So
they said that before. Which,
I'm like, really?
I-
You really want to push her that hard?
well,
that
they want her to
fast?
be like Ric Flair. They'll get there. I think.
Yeah, there's
She
no
doesn't
rush.
need to do
Just
it this
take your
fast.
time.
She's only
Yeah.
been on the main roster what 3-4 years.
Yeah,
But the reason is so Bailey wouldn't have to beat Becky, so it wasn't like a face beat the face.
Yeah.
No.
Right.
That makes sense.
So
But we'll get to that again.
Becky beats Lacey by submission, near falls 5, and 0 promos before the match. That
Yeah.
one I
Yeah,
got.
I had 11 points, but I said yes to the promo.
So did
Yeah,
I.
I had
Usually
7.
she comes out, she cuts that
Yeah, a
stupid
little
little
bit.
promo, and that's it.
And then we'll skip the men's, and then we'll go to Samoa and
Right.
Ray, where the shoulders were not even close
Yeah.
to down.
No.
So that's 4 now. This is the fourth one.
But Ray separates his shoulder, and Joe breaks his nose.
Yeah.
So which calls for, I guess, a quick match.
Mhm.
and that's why Joe then went to the back and he probably asked, "Hey, are we still doing the beatdown afterwards?"
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Go do it.
Yeah.
I know when he had him rolled up, somebody was talking to Ray after the fact, and Ray told him, like, "Yo, my shoulder's out, my shoulder's out." So I'm pretty sure when he took those two when he took those 2 Uranagis, I'm pretty sure he felt both of them.
Yep.
So Ray beats Joe in a quick roll up,
It's like 2 minutes. Maybe 3.
pinfall, 0 near falls, no Dominic interference.
Yeah, how about that? I did say no to that. So
I wonder
I
if
got
there
3
was
points.
supposed to be.
Yeah,
But like
now,
the match just had.
Yeah, maybe. And then he said, I'm fucked up. Like,
Yeah.
so your theories on Dominic? Is he going to get in the ring eventually?
yeah, eventually. They
like-
say he's been training for a while now.
Yeah.
Is he gonna get the mask?
No.
I think
I
he
saw
he
that.
needs a mask because he looks like Mexican Walter.
He looks.
There you go.
He does.
Yeah.
God damn
I
it.
got him a mask.
He looks more like Samoa Joe than
I'll
he
tell
does
you
Rey
what,
Mysterio.
Ray the Third.
Yeah.
You don't wear a mask and put it on Shayna.
Ray 3. Yeah.
Oh man.
what? Wait a minute, see Shayna. He's on
If
fire.
Walter and Joe had a baby, you get Dominic.
It's so funny that we keep saying wait till Vince see because he clearly does not watch the NXT.
Oh
shows.
no.
Wait till he sees the champ of his creation
right.
that he
What is
doesn't know.
that?
Yeah,
Wait till he
hard.
sees more
But
than
yet,
just like the money.
The
that they're
crazy thing
bringing
is
in.
he doesn't watch NXT, but he knew exactly who Lars Sullivan
Is this
was.
Punishment Martinez? That's what he's gonna say when he sees Shayna.
Speaking of funny resemblances, did you see the picture I put of my little brother as a baby?
Mm.
And he looked like Baby Psycho
Yeah,
Sid.
yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
With this curly mullet. Oh my god! I looked at it, I was like,
He
what
was thoroughly like amused but pissed off.
no, he wasn't pissed. Yeah, no, that's our humor.
Hey, you can't change how you look when you're.
Yeah,
Two.
yeah, and he was super into wrestling too. So Kofi Kingston versus Kevin Owens. In my heart, I knew Kofi was going to win, but I wanted Kevin to do it. It wasn't going to happen. Kofi wins by pinfall, 7 aerial moves
Wow.
and 0 nudie interference.
That was a song.
That was. I think they both did a great job.
Kofi's putting good matches on.
Yeah.
Yeah, as he always did.
Kofi and Dolph is going to be good. Not
Again.
to
I don't want to see that again.
When Dolph came out, I was
when
like,
was the first?
I'm already tired of
Do
you.
you
and I
not
haven't seen you in a
recall the
couple
last
months.
5 years where they had like every mid-card
Yeah,
match
okay.
possible? They wrestled each other for like 6 months straight in the mid-card.
Yeah,
Yeah, but that was in the mid card. They were never given event spots.
That-
I'm sure they can
I'm just
do
tired
more.
of seeing it. Even Wrestle Talk said, why couldn't it have been like a Buddy Murphy or somebody who could have used that spot?
Yeah, Mustafa Ali.
Yeah.
Well, did they want to go to Saudi Arabia?
Yeah, the thing. Yeah,
I-
Kevin
I
Owens
think-
does not
I
want to
think-
go to Saudi
That's why
Arabia.
they.
Oh, he already said I'm not going.
Yeah.
But Dolph Ziggler,
Kofi doesn't really want to go, even though they sent him on the wellness trip.
Right.
He's pretty adamant, like, I really don't want to go back over there. But now that you have the title, you
Yeah.
really don't have a choice.
Kevin Owens
Right.
won't go because they won't let Sammy because they like his people,
Yeah.
and they won't let Aleister Black go because they said his tattoos are religious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talks about
And of course, the
gender
women.
equality.
Yeah, I'd be like, I
All
want
the
to go.
women, if they wrestle,
wanna-
have to wear complete like cover.
No, they can't. There, they wrestled somewhere else, was it?
No,
that was
they wrestled-
Iraq, wasn't it?
No, Alexa Bliss and Sasha Banks had a match in Saudi Arabia,
I thought that
but
was
they had to
Iraq.
be like neck, like they were wearing
I
almost
think that was
like
Iraq.
turtlenecks and full.
that
No,
was
no.
yeah, that wasn't Saudi Arabia.
We'll
Sure.
look it up.
No, they wrestled in
It was one of them countries, but it wasn't Saudi Arabia. But they did. Yeah, they were
where's
fully
Dubai?
covered.
Where's
Yeah.
Dubai?
Yeah, Dubai,
It was in Dubai.
Okay.
because they had to have like
Right.
full everything
Yeah.
had to be covered.
That's-
No, they were wearing their ring gear.
Yeah, but they
Dubai.
Yeah, they had to wear tracksuits.
Sasha had like sleeves.
Yeah,
like
legs.
Under Armour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You weren't allowed to show any unnecessary
Yeah,
skin.
except for your face.
Yeah.
face, hands.
Yeah, Sasha looked like a Power Ranger.
I would.
Yeah,
I
they
would
both
go.
did.
Yeah.
And honestly, it sucks for Dolph because I still think Dolph is one of the greatest guys in the roster. And hopefully, it seems we'll get into this in a minute, but it seems like just that they're letting them loose a little more. Like not so much they're letting them. I think the superstars are at the point where they're saying, "All right, Vince, you're not going to let the writers book these good writing things, and not everything we're pitching is not going to work. You want to put us in horrible storylines, then do it. When we go out and get in that ring, you're not telling us what we can and can't do anymore. Because if you've noticed, the match quality on both Raw and SmackDown have been much, much better. Like
Cesaro, Cedric Alexander, I'd agree with
which they cut out of Hulu Raw.
The
It's like one
Usos,
match
the
I wanna watch.
Usos Revival was one of the best tag team matches that we've had on TV in a long time.
Yeah, look
when
how
they
treat the Revival.
when they teamed up Kofi and
Seth. I didn't get to watch that.
That was a good tag.
I really said watch it.
Yeah, usually those matches are where you put a singles guy versus two other guys because they don't like they're usually dull matches. It seems like these guys are really going out there and putting work in. They're putting matches on because you're like, you know what? We gotta give the fans something because they're just
it ain't the talent's fault.
It isn't, and they're going out and putting awesome stuff on.
And speaking of matches that were amazing and putting on a good match, this last match that we have,
Seth versus AJ.
Yeah, this is real good.
Seth wins by pin, 19-minute match, 10 near falls, 3 finishers.
I said 20 minutes because you figure usually main events quality match are going to get at least.
I said
20
18,
minutes.
so I was pretty close.
Yeah.
How many?
I had 20 as well.
Were there, according to them?
10.
10. I had 7.
There was that cool one where
I think the finishers though 4. Was
3.
It? 3. All right.
I actually hit that on.
Would
on
Seth
the
go for a Rana and then AJ caught him and put him in the Styles class?
That was unbelievable.
Now, did they actually give him the calf crusher as a finisher?
No, that's what we were talking about. Is the calf crusher a finisher? I say no.
It's his submission finisher.
I would say
it is his signature. So if you're playing video game rules,
that he was a special for that.
The calf crusher, it would be his signature.
Yeah, during his title run on SmackDown, he beat everyone with it.
Yeah.
So I can understand.
And that was before they gave you the green light for the Styles Clash.
So I feel you have 2 finishers. Every superstar has 2 finishers.
A submission and a big one.
Not always. For AJ, his finishers would be the Styles Clash and the Phenomenal Forearm.
I don't know if the Styles Clash is his finisher anymore.
Mm-mm.
And that's why
I think the Styles Clash is more of the setup.
I said that's his main finisher.
Yeah.
He doesn't
When
do
was
that
the
much.
last
The
time he
Phenomenal
beat him?
Forearm, he's won almost every match with. I think he's maybe won 3 matches with the Styles Clash in 3 years.
You're also making a point that just because he doesn't finish people, it can't be his finisher. Look at the figure 4 for Ric Flair.
Yeah. Like he says, I never beat anybody with it.
Yeah.
But he did.
Like Shawn Michaels, his finishers, who would it sound like besides the Switch and Music, what would Shawn Michaels' other finisher be?
None.
The elbow.
The elbow?
The elbow, the showstopper.
Or the teardrop suplex.
But
He did that.
Yeah.
The side suplex. That was a
But
special
then-
in the video game.
Yeah, but then his signature move would be the figure 4. He uses a figure 4 a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, but like he was
The
beating
flying forearm.
Yeah, that's true.
Like that
But
was
then
that's
not
a comeback.
yeah,
Flying forearm.
Yeah, when he kips up and then
Yeah.
But yeah, so I guess they gave it 3 because but yeah, how we were saying the reversal into the Styles Clash was unbelievable.
And when he teased the Styles Clash off.
And then when he
Oh my! And that was early on.
I was like, do it.
Kevin Owens would have taken it.
Yeah, probably.
Kevin
I mean,
Owens
Seth
would have taken it.
Yeah.
See, the
AJ
only thing
took
that
care
comes
of
to
him.
mind when I see that is I think of
Kevin Owens took that in the gym
Matt
floor.
Seidel's brother from CZW taking that reverse moonsault Styles Clash off the top.
What was his name?
Oh.
He was in WPW with me. We were gonna wrestle, and then I think he stopped wrestling. He had star tattoos like
The doctors told him because he
Mike
had such,
Seidel.
Yeah, he had such a severe concussion that
They
the
stopped
doctors would never clear him again.
Wow.
He was completely
He was
out
good.
cold because he went to roll him over and he was complete dead weight. He literally had to like kind of got him.
So so then we'll get to the men's Money in the Bank. We'll do that. All right, let's do women's. We'll do women's. Men's the women's Money in the Bank. Bailey wins.
Yeah, which I had that, so I got 11 points.
I thought they were gonna go heel, but they went face.
The only thing
But I
Andy
thought-
did get in the Money in the Bank match is who got hit with the ladder first.
Yeah, so they gave credit for Natty, Bailey, Mandy, and Naomi. And who did you write?
Natty. For what?
For who gets hit with the ladder?
Benro Bailey.
First to hit with ladder?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wrote Dana.
Yeah, she was one of the only ones who was not
Well,
involved in
how
that spot.
I thought she would have been.
Honestly, I would have given. Maybe I missed the Naomi climb scene, but I thought Dana was the first to climb when she jumped and landed on the ladder while they were all holding it. But I think Naomi climbed before that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But Dana had a good showing. That
she held on to it. I thought she was she's doing Jeff Hardy thing.
Awesome
The
showing.
Ember Moon total eclipse.
Yeah.
Off the
heart.
ladder from the outside. I love
We
that
both
one.
saw that and we both got up off the couch and was like, "Oh, did that just happen?"
I thought it was real good. I like it's kind of like a reset for Bailey. She just came from NXT, and she's right in this match.
And how about she said, "I
Semi-heel?
wish my friend was here," and everyone booed.
Yeah, bro. We don't talk about Sasha.
This like a semi-heel Bailey? Because
No.
it feels right the way she's going about it.
No, because when she said the just Bailey, that was calling out Charlotte, who's the heel on SmackDown.
Yeah.
So it
Plus,
makes
she
sense.
went in with the fans and hold up signs, everything. When she won the title, like this is great.
If I would have walked down the
But
arena,
she was over.
they were
the
handing out.
attitude felt heelish the way she was going about it. It felt heelish. to
I
me.
don't think
Well,
so.
her last run to get a title, her biggest critique was, "Oh, you're
Too
just a
nice.
hugger. You're too nice, and that's
Right.
why Alexa Bliss squashed you."
Yeah.
So now she's saying this time is going to be different. I'm going to take it a lot more seriously. Like the hugging's over.
However, she's still wearing face paint.
Yeah.
She's coming out in super colorful gear.
Yeah.
I don't know. It'll take a little.
Her
You
gear
got to
looks
give her that
cool.
AJ heel
Now-
flip where she comes out in all black.
I mean,
Right.
Savage
Smoking a cigarette.
Savage was
Our
still
truth.
yes, Savage was still a heel wearing colorful
Yeah,
hair.
yeah. So you
That's
could
true.
do it.
You know
Shawn
what I mean?
Michaels.
Yeah.
Yeah, but are we saying Bailey is Randy Savage?
No.
Elbow. She did
She
the
did
elbow.
win,
so
she
she
did
was-
win
yeah.
with an elbow, so that's
All
fair.
right. Going back though on, we'll get to talk about that. And this is an alliance thing, but
She does do a mighty fine imitation of that elbow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say.
I was gonna say one of the best Macho Man elbows I've ever seen, where it looked exactly like Macho Man, was Elias on SmackDown.
I agree.
Ooh, that elbow was pretty.
The beard helped.
He just has a great physique.
He
Yeah.
does. He looks great.
And
But
he's
man,
super athletic.
Yeah,
I
he's
think
so
his
athletic.
wrestling is a 4 out of 10.
How
It's
much
just-
wrestling of him have
Now-
we seen though?
They can't do nothing.
Here's my
What
thing.
you seen is what he can do. That's it.
All right.
The only thing,
Like-
the only thing I would say that I would like to maybe change on him, and
Yeah.
it may be holding back his wrestling, that and something I've never thought of before until I was talking to the Payne brothers at Outbreak.
Mhm.
It's hard to move in jeans,
Mhm.
Yeah, it is. It is.
and he wrestles every match in
Yeah.
jeans.
Unless it's those stretchy jeans.
Yeah, it might be.
Jeans-
That's
I mean,
those
what-
I
are-
wear
those
those
are
for
super
work, so I got to be
comfortable.
flexible. But let's be honest,
That's what
even when
Dean
you're
wore.
walking in
Jeans-
jeans, trying to step over something, it's like
Right.
jeans and boots and like work boots
Yeah.
he wears.
he was wearing cowboy boots there for a little bit.
Yeah,
too.
that's not an easy ring gear to wear.
No, I wouldn't wear jeans at all.
John
Street
Cena and his
fight,
jorts.
that's about it. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, Bailey wins. First to touch the case was Brooke. First hit with the ladder, Natty, Bailey, Mandy, Naomi. First to climb, Naomi. Last to touch the case and not
Had that,
win,
Mandy.
Rose. Now, how about
I like that
the
one. What's her name was
athleticism,
carrying her up.
Carrying her
Sonya.
up.
Yeah.
That was a good
That was
spot.
impressive,
Yeah,
yeah.
a good spot where Bailey looks and goes.
I
"No."
thought she should have did something else in the push, like a headbutt would have been cool or something. I was like, oh well, wasn't bad.
Was it cashed in during the event? Yes.
I said no.
Now it would have been awesome to see her cash it in on Becky.
Right.
That was my opinion.
Because that
Like,
would
oh
have
my
been
god,
a whole new
she's
thing.
coming to save the day, and then
belly to bellies or something.
and then
Yeah.
just like they look at each other and they just point at her and they roll her up and just Bailey pins her and
Yeah.
gets the time. And then maybe Sasha comes back and then you have like the new 4 horsewomen and they're evil.
Oh, speaking
But
of ref
Becky beat
mistakes.
It wouldn't be Becky. It would be you would
You got one
replace
from
Becky.
NXT.
No,
You
I
would
got one
replace
from
Becky
right
with,
there. From that spot.
Lacey Evans.
Oh, okay.
The rule for Money in the Bank is that when you're cashing in, the person has to be like to their feet when you cash in. And Charlotte
Usually,
was
yeah,
just-
and that's when they ring the bell. Yeah.
Last time I
just-
checked, it's anytime, anywhere. As soon as you cash it in, the match
It,
starts.
it changes all the time.
yeah, but
Yeah.
It
like,
changes how they want it to work.
Yeah,
the
like with
next
Daniel
time.
Bryan.
he
when
hit the
went-
Big Show with the chair.
But like the first time he went to cash in Wilkes-Barre SmackDown, Mark Henry was unable to compete, so he was not allowed to cash in. I don't understand why
Yeah, they just
Bailey
change
was
it.
Yeah.
allowed to
Yeah,
cash in.
They
on
just
Charlotte.
change it whenever
But
they want.
And like when
Cool.
Dolph used
The
it-
next time he came in, the Big Show was already out cold. He comes in, hits him with
Yeah.
a chair as he's trying to get up, and just
rolls them.
Yeah.
barely rolls him
Yeah,
over.
so
Yeah.
it's whatever.
I was honestly waiting for that spot. For like he's trying to roll the Big Show over, and the Big Show just kind of falls back over. All I see is like the arms
Yeah.
and legs flailing.
And then outside interference, yes. Sonya
the-
Deville
yeah.
helped out. Now the men's Money in the Bank.
Excuse me.
Boo, hiss, boo.
No, I'm gonna
Boom.
stop you there.
I thought it was great up until the end.
Yeah.
And then
Going
it's like-
back and looking at this entire
As
card,
soon as the music hit, I wanted to walk out the front door and be like, I don't even want to see what happens here because we all know what's
Yes.
going to happen.
going back and looking at the entire card, this was a great card.
Mm.
I mean, the
I
Reigns
thought
and the
couple
Miz.
matches, Yeah.
Until the
But
main
that's
event.
what it was.
You know what I mean? It is what it is.
The Joe
And
match.
the cruiserweight, yeah, the Joe match was
But
great.
even- but-
Cruiserweight was
But
okay.
the Joe match, I'll give a pass because both of them got hurt mid-match.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And they had to call an audible.
I think the cruiserweight match is better than okay.
Yeah.
I say okay.
Now,
Because they even let them get a huge entrance for it. Like
Yep.
they made it feel special.
yes. Now, the reason I think the women's Money in the Bank, I mean, if you rate this match as Money in the Bank, both Money in the Bank matches
We're good.
were phenomenal.
Yeah.
Were phenomenal matches. Then you throw the Kofi and AJ, Kofi
Seth
and
and
Seth,
AJ? Oh, yeah.
awesome match. Even the 2 championship matches with Becky and
I
and
thought they were good, yeah,
matches.
okay.
Right.
There was in the ring storytelling going on.
Mhm.
It was interesting. Then the men's
I thought the best moment of the show was Bailey winning the belt. That's what I thought. It was
Best money.
overall.
The best moment of the show for me is the Andrade Sunset Flip Powerbomb.
Oh, to Finn.
Oh,
You know,
my
Finn kept
That's
taking the
my
bumps. I was
question
like, he
for the
has to
whole
win.
pay-per-view is
He
at
has
the
to
end of the
win
night,
here.
how did Finn Balor walk out of that arena?
How did a lot of? I mean,
Mustafa Ali.
No, the worst one
Spanish
was the-
fly to Andrade.
What was
That
it?
was incredible.
off the ladder.
What was the one when Finn landed on the ladder one was like this? Was that choke
Baron
slam? Yeah.
Corbin
Yeah.
Why did he take that bump?
I
Unless
don't
someone
know.
set the ladder wrong and he didn't know.
He took. I mean, realistic. So here's the thing about that Money in the Bank match.
And Finn was the smallest guy,
That
I'd
I was
say.
really excited.
Or him or Mustafa.
And
Ricochet's
Ricochet.
not exactly
Ricochet,
the biggest guy either.
That match, Randy Orton stayed outside
He
almost the
didn't do
entire
much.
thing.
He probably said, I'm not doing much.
Corbin and Merrick McIntyre didn't really do much either.
Because a big guy. Yeah.
The NXT 205 guys went out there and showed the crowd. This is why you watch our product when we get here. Like
This
that's
is why you
that
watch
was a-
NXT.
they made a statement saying 205 is good. NXT is good, and for the people in the back that's not letting us do our, and we're going to come out here and sacrifice and put a show on for you guys. Our product is good. You just need to give it a shot.
Yeah.
And they went out there and proved it. Awesome spots. Mustafa Ali is going up for the ladder. It's a clear path. Now, from what we read and what we heard about, Mustafa Ali knew he wasn't winning, but from what the rumor is he didn't know he knew music was getting hit
And someone's coming out.
and somebody was
Yeah.
coming out.
I think they told everybody else that.
They
Mustafa was gonna
told
win.
two
Yeah.
other people in the match that
Randy
Mustafa-
Orton knows we discussed it.
Yeah.
Randy Orton was not in on it.
Yeah.
Um,
Because he's there.
two people were in on it, but nobody knew who the person was. They said Mustafa Ali. They told everyone Mustafa's winning,
Yeah.
and they told Mustafa, and I said two other people. They didn't
Which
say
sucks
who.
because then people are going backstage like, oh, congrats, man. You really deserve it. Stuff like that. And he's like,
Um,
that sucks.
And then
That's why I don't like working people in the back.
but you could visibly tell when Lesnar's music hit. Randy Orton looked and goes, "Are you fucking
Yeah,
kidding?"
and
me?"
he
Orton
just
probably
laid
wouldn't
there.
have showed up. He probably would have no-showed the people.
And then
if he
Brock
knew.
knocks the ladder into the camera guy.
The camera guy gets a separated shoulder.
Yeah. And then he
Did he
throws
really?
the.
Yeah.
He-
Remember when he seen the camera guy and the camera go flying and just come in the ring? He actually separated his shoulder when he hit the barricade.
And then he throws the ladder out and hits poor Mustafa Ali in the mouth.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, God.
And he's sitting there laughing like,
Yeah.
oh,
I
well.
don't give a fuck. What are you going to do? It's like, the only thing is, Brock, that people are like, oh, that's interesting. Yeah, but he doesn't need it.
He
That's
doesn't.
supposed to help somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I want to see? Brock Lesnar cash in that briefcase,
On
and
the
the
truth.
whole and the whole roster comes out and
Yeah.
jumps him,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and just like, no, this isn't
And he-
My
happening.
parents were saying something along that.
I would have liked that too. Now, Money in the Bank goes off the air. Anyway, so going down the list,
So I had a total of 106 points.
I finished with 92. You finished with 92.
Ben finished
Now-
with 61.
Unscheduled appearances. Just guess five. Now, here's some of the criteria.
'cause Lars.
For
Sonya
losing week one, Ben will have to show up next week in the show as the gobbledygooker.
Sonya Deville is considered a
I get, yeah, I guess so,
unscheduled
yeah.
appearance to them. This is just
Okay.
their rules. Dominic is an unscheduled appearance
Really? Even
because
though I
he's
just
not on.
assumed-
Yeah,
Yeah, but he didn't come out.
he did.
Yeah, he did.
He come out and watch
He
the
came out
match.
of the
Yeah,
room.
and he was part of a promo.
Did he come with Ray though?
No,
Oh,
It was after the match.
Braun Strowman, Kalisto, Grand Malik,
Yeah,
and
I'm poor guys.
Lindsay Dorado.
Dorado. Yeah.
Lindsay Dorado.
Lars Sullivan, Selena Vega is considered an unscheduled.
when that
appearance.
happened, my friend's like, "Oh, great! Just with this pay-per-view needs another segment." It's
Yeah.
like, and then there's a good point. What happened to the Lucha House Party's opponents?
Did they have opponents?
No, they were announced for a 6-man tag, right?
Yep.
If this is real, where's their opponents?
Yeah.
I bet they were upset.
Yep.
Why didn't they come out and beat up Lars Sullivan?
Maybe.
Who were they?
Maybe
gotta
they were
know.
stuck in the back,
Yeah.
like with Sami Zayn,
Ne-
and it was by the same
Did
person.
Lars beat
That's
them
a
up
great question.
before he
Who
beat up the
tied
House
up
Party?
Sami Zayn?
Yeah.
Who done it?
Lesnar.
Yeah, I guess that's it. Yeah. so
Why
to
would
get-
Lesnar go through so much trouble?
But they never
Yeah.
explained it.
Because
Yeah.
He could just walk behind Sami Zayn and be like, bye.
They never explained it because they don't care.
Yeah.
It's like people always said
Um,
wrestling fans are stupid.
Lesnar and Heyman would be your other scheduled
Oh, okay,
appearances.
yeah.
Now, the way this works with the tables for future reference is you have to circle the tables you think will survive and X the table you think
Oh,
will
so
be
I circled
destroyed.
all of them to get broken.
Yes. So, but I knew that you said all of them will get broken.
Yeah.
So we gave you the credit for the broken,
Okay.
which is the points. But I think that this could be judgment, or I will message them how that works with this. But I think you either have to get it all right, or for it to
Or
work.
is there like,
You get 15
Did you get
points per table?
Is that what it is?
Maximum of 15
is it a
points.
point per, like, let's say each one's worth 5. So if you get one right,
Mhm.
you get that 5, but you don't get that or 10. You know what I mean? So if I circled all of them, but only one broke, I only get 5 points instead of 15, if that's what it was.
Oh, that would make sense.
Points only earned once per table. So if you circle that they will survive, that's a point. That's 15 points. If you circle that it will get destroyed, that's 15
Hey, whoa,
points.
whoa! Read the fine print at the bottom. They consider the calf crusher a finisher. All the way down at the bottom in the fine print, it
Oh,
says
wow,
calf
it does.
crusher.
All three of them are.
Well, he didn't hit the Styles Clash. It was reversed. He hit it's calf crusher.
Wait, he did hit a Styles Clash though.
Yeah,
Yeah, he hit that Styles
he
Clash.
hit that Styles
He was
Clash.
kicked out of.
And he got him in the calf killer too. That's what
He
it
hit
was
him
called.
on
Oh,
the
well,
calf.
then Seth Rollins is only the one curb style.
Yeah, he only did.
So that was his 3 finishers.
Yeah.
So that's how we're gonna do it. From
Always
now.
read the fine print.
Yeah. So a
Good
perfect
life,
score is
Wilson.
218, and he finished with a 106.
106. Yeah.
5 points for
106
each
out of
table.
218.
It's
So
not bad
yeah,
for our first time doing it.
half.
So
Just about.
92, and 60,
are
whatever.
you sure this goes right? Because there's 5 points per table, and I
Yeah.
got 15 points.
Yeah,
I
that's
probably
what
added it up wrong. I don't know. Regardless, we all got 15 for the one table.
Yeah.
So from now on, we'll
Now we will be
this-
abiding by the table
Okay, so
law.
you could probably ask him. This is how I say it. So no matter what you circle, if you
Yeah,
get
the ISIS is
fair
calling.
water
Yeah.
flight, yeah.
we gotta get that.
So if you get one right, you get that 5 points. You get there two wrong, you get them wrong.
Yeah.
That's how I'm thinking it.
Who's vibrating?
No, again,
ISIS
fair
is
water
calling
Florida.
Andy.
It's like some.
All right,
stupid
so we'll
scam.
get rid of these papers.
Maybe it's NXT. They want Andy Header.
Yeah,
They heard the
we go.
chance.
Clear water.
They heard the chance.
They want you to come in and go for the 24-hour title.
Oh yeah.
24/7.
You'll never see the 24/7 belt in NXT.
Never.
Never.
That'd be
However,
hilarious.
we did see Noam Dar
Yeah,
on
yeah.
SmackDown.
He
so that
did
was
this.
cool.
Yep, he ran.
And they were talking. There's so and so. There's Drake Maverick and no one and somebody else.
So
you know what the Drake Maverick thing reminded me of? Remember the movie Jumanji after the Stampede? And that really fat rhino at the end is just like just chugging along.
So we got some time.
We
We're
talk
at
about Raw and
we're at
SmackDown.
31.
Let's do this last.
Yeah,
This is-
Raw and SmackDown.
Can I
So-
talk about one thing about Money in the Bank first?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So my favorite part about Money in the Bank is the way that it's built superstars over the past few years. Like CM Punk, 2 separate occasions built him to be
Edge.
a megastar. Edge, definitely.
RVD.
RVD. See, these are great examples.
Miz.
And now we're at the point where it's like it's the same thing as the Royal Rumble. The past few years, they're just giving it to like already big superstars, and I'm sick of it.
Or it gets wasted. Like Baron Corbin wasted it.
I think
Wasted
Shinsuke-
on Damien
Shinsuke's
Sandow.
Rumble win,
Yeah,
wasted.
wasted.
Yeah. So like
Shinsuke
Yeah.
should have won at WrestleMania.
Yeah, I totally agree.
the only one that I feel like it wasn't a complete waste was I think the Bailey. I thought that was a good move.
Yeah.
Right, but she's already held the title. Why not give that to Ember Moon and just do a storyline with
I would've
Bayley
went with-
winning the title?
Yeah, I would have went with that move, but it's a nice reset for Bailey. So
Yeah, it
like,
is.
this is good how it's working.
Yeah, I
And
don't
she's
mind the
over right
women's. The men's. I mean, I would have given that Mustafa Ali all day long.
Same.
Mustafa Ali or Andrade.
He was my pick from
Or
day
even
one.
Drew. It would have made sense
Yeah.
for Drew McIntyre.
I actually had Corbin winning it.
I mean,
I thought for sure they would have went with Corbin.
They like him. But
I'd be a little more afraid of Drew McIntyre coming out and cashing in than Brock Lesnar, to be honest. It sounds more plausible.
And that
Brock didn't need. They could have just inserted Brock right into the title shot.
So-
I want my rematch.
the
That's
problem is
Yeah.
and I know this goes two ways because you have the fans who are like I talked about it with a lot of people on Facebook, and a lot of people are like, no man, we're Brock guys. Like the people who stand up and keep cheering. If you're the same fan who said you marked out during when his music hit, but you're also the same fan who's upset, that's the shit that Vince looks at.
it. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Like if I was alive and his music, I'd be like,
And if you turned into Raw the next day because you wanted to see Raw, Vince doesn't think that you turned in to watch Raw. He thinks, because Lesnar's there, that's why our ratings
Yeah.
are back up. So it's not going anywhere.
they didn't do
And he's
nothing.
going to keep, they're going to keep, because Heyman's always going to be in attendance.
Yeah.
He's in the back. So you're going to see Heyman for the next couple of weeks to walk out and say, not today,
Yeah.
and walk away.
You're gonna see it for 6 months until SummerSlam.
And then one
when he
day
finally
Brock,
cashes
one
in.
day Brock will come out, and then he won't do nothing.
And
I think he's gonna cash in at the Saudi show.
yeah,
24/7 title.
I want to be honest with you. If he's cashing in on Kofi,
Yeah, which sucks.
he's going to cash in
People
on
are gonna
Kofi.
hate that.
He's beaten Kofi before.
I would love
Match in
to, like I
Japan.
said,
Yeah.
have him cash it in and have the whole roster come out and beat him down and cost him his title shot, or have him in the ring and like go to like he's gonna hook him up for an F5 and just have Kofi kick him in the head and surprise Kofi wins.
Right. That'd be fun.
Or way I would book it is you have a guy who's injured on the new day, and you have him like, I'm hurt, and then he comes down to cash in on Kofi, and Big E just like, Big E's not hurt, not Big E's not hurt no more. Now you make Big E look like
A stud.
A stud.
Yeah.
He just
And
slayed the
you have
beast.
that match, you know,
He slayed the beast. And then if you're looking to break up New Day,
which not yet.
No.
Wait till Kofi
Big
loses the
E
belt.
could be that guy. Be like,
Why do you keep insisting they're going to break
It's
it?
gotta
We
happen.
discussed this all
It
the time.
doesn't.
it's gonna
When they
happen.
make that much money just selling T-shirts and
It's
cereal,
gonna happen.
They could be single stars. but
T-shirts and
still be a
breakfast
part.
cereal makes more money than half of the mid card on
I
merchandise.
agree, but I
Do
think
you think
it's happening.
Undisputed Era is going to stay together, or do you think
No,
they're
I
going
think
to?
So
Well, they like patched that on the down.
I would love for that music.
And they'll just be job guys.
I think so. Like for me, the perfect way to bring them in right now is with the wild card rule. So like on Raw, announce a bunch of like crossover matches for SmackDown. Maybe have Kevin Owens supposed to host a show with a Raw superstar, and every time the Raw superstar doesn't come out, and at the end of the show, lights go out,
yeah.
all of them to come together with Kevin Owens, who cuts a promo at the beginning of the show and then the end of the show with Undisputed Era.
I got it.
I want Kevin Owens in the end.
But they like count as one because the Usos count as one.
Yeah, yeah. They're only
They all
But the
they all
wild-
come to Raw.
Again, that rule changes
Yeah, I'm
to
getting
however they want
clicky
it.
here. They all come to Raw. They all find our truth. They're like, oh, truth,
Oh,
what's up,
God.
what's up? They all pin him with the 24/7 title,
God.
take it back to NXT, and they're all the 24/7 champion.
That could be Roddy's belt. While like if Cole beats Gargano, that way they all have a belt.
Yeah, but it's just funny though, because like you see them all walking around, and somebody comes up and like it's like those old school cartoons where everybody keeps getting picked off one by one while you're walking. And it's like, roll them up, nope. Roll them up, nope. Roll them up, nope.
So the 24/7 title. It started with Titus O'Neil, Bobby Roode,
Robert Roode,
Yeah.
and then R-Truth. And then R-Truth held it the entire
48 hours.
length of SmackDown.
If they have truth, like have it where he loses it during the show, then wins it back at the end. That's.
I love
just
the
do
fact that they
forever.
dressed him up like Mella's mom, and they all ran right by him like, where'd he go?
How about the New Day promo where they're talking about Becky's mom?
Yeah, I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah,
She's fine.
So
I want that.
So speaking of titles, I know we had talked about it in the group chat a while ago, and we talked about whether or not there's too many titles. And
I'm cool with this title.
yeah, but here's the thing:
It's funny. It breaks up the stupidness.
I absolutely love the title. However, the Raw Tag Team Champions, I forgot who they were. The
They
Women's
forgot
Tag
Kurt
Team
Hawkins.
They forgot
Champions
who they were.
weren't on the show. Like, there's a lot of titles still not on the show, and then we bring in another
Yeah,
title.
it's too much.
And I don't think it's a title. I think this like the writers don't like it goes back to that thing where the writers are putting stuff out there and Vince doesn't like it.
Right.
I just think if they want to have all the belts defended, that's 14 matches.
I think
It just shows that they don't
14.
care about tag team.
I think they
wrestling.
should
No.
unify the tag team. One tag team.
Yeah, they
title.
should. I
Yeah.
agree.
One tag team title.
Are they going to have a ref win the 24/7 title? Like
Yeah,
they do with
I
Crash
think-
Holly and the Hardcore title.
I
I
think
think Mike Kyoto roll him up
who
with
will be-
another every
who will be
A
count.
the
ref
first-
will win it.
Who
A
do you think the
commentator will
first?
win it.
Who do you think the first
A girl?
woman is going to be to win it?
Nia Jax.
No, she's gonna be gone for a while.
That's a good
Tamina.
call regardless.
Tamina or maybe
What if Carmella
Sonya.
screws over?
Yeah, I can
screws
see
over-
that. Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good
Takes
one.
the title.
Or Nikki
I could see-
Cross
I
or,
could
like
see-
Alexa Bliss.
yeah, I can see, like,
Alexa-
Renee
She quick
winning it.
pins Truth. They get up, they hug it out. It's like,
Yeah.
dance break. They do the dance thing. Rolls her up in the middle of the dance
Yeah,
break.
he
Gets
rolls
it
it.
right
Yeah,
back.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Everyone won that because the hardcore title they gave to everyone.
I hope the
Yeah.
NXT
Young had it.
chiseled, very tan ref. He'll
Oh,
probably
oh,
hold
The
it.
the only thing that
Yeah.
killed me when they did that is when they gave it to Bradshaw, and Bradshaw tried to make the hardcore title kind of like something it wasn't.
See, what I didn't like is why would anyone fight for that? It's a piece of shit. Like, why would anyone? Like, at
To
least,
me, all right. So if you're the type of person who's like,
if it was a
man,
nice looking belt, you'd be like, oh, okay.
I
Yeah, but the
miss
hardcore title is one of the most iconic titles from the
it
Attitude
was a
Era.
piece
Yeah.
of shit.
Who cares?
but-
Nobody cared. They carried that title with pride.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is ridiculous.
yeah.
I'd like to see Edge
That's like-
somehow win in like a backstage
It's
segment.
like, yeah, you
Just-
never know.
just roll
a legend
someone
will
else.
win.
Who's the
another
first? Who's the first legend?
hockey top man? Somebody, you never know.
Jeff Jarrett.
No, I can see that. Yeah,
Jeff Jarrett.
Jeff Jarrett.
Maybe Heyman.
Yeah. And someone pins again.
No.
No,
That's
Brock pins Heyman. Brock holds both
Yeah.
titles.
Yeah, I don't know. To me, those segments, watching people run around and be funny and be
it's
goofy,
entertaining.
it reminded me of the old Attitude Era, like when you had nothing to put in between shows,
Yeah.
and instead of showing that thing where it's just a guy walking, he's getting ready for his match, and his points. It kind of, it was like, okay, I'm like, to me, I was like, what are they going to do before commercial that's going to enter with this 24/7 title? Like, to me, that it's doing its job in that aspect,
Right.
and I'm excited to see what happens with it. And honestly, giving it to R-Truth is hilarious.
I guess that's the best person to give it to.
Yeah.
What I would do with it personally is if you want to boost ratings, and I know they're not big on the social media thing, but every now and then do like Instagram Live or a Facebook Live.
You could record a bunch at the show.
Exactly.
And then just put them out there.
And like our troops sit on a plane and someone tries to, like, you know what I mean? Like, just
He's asleep on the
truth is-
train.
Truth is funny enough to make this gimmick work, and I already have the perfect setup.
his
like,
debut. His debut photo with the belt was hilarious. He said, "We out here about to take this European Championship to SmackDown." Like, what an idiot! Like, he's so funny. Like, I love our.
Now, hear me out on this. You know how Crash Holly used to defend it in like Chuck E. Cheese, places like that. So Truth's in the hotel. They get to the hotel. He's sleeping, and he's on his back, laying in the bed. Like,
Oh, there's gonna be a sleep.
yeah. And somebody creeps into his room. He's like,
Stuff.
and he's like, puts his hands on him. He's like, 1, shh, 2, and Truth just rolls over on the other side, and then he just kind of like,
Yeah.
it again, like,
There's so
1,
much. There's so much funny stuff,
and then he rolls to the other side,
and I feel like
then
this
he rolls on his stomach, and
Yeah.
he just keeps trying to get the pin. And it's like,
this 24-hour rule can actually maybe give a writer something to do, because they're probably not being used, and Vince is probably like, I don't give a damn, do what you want with
But
it.
they don't care about the belt. The
I
side
gotta
plates are
approve it
completely blank.
anyways.
Yeah. So
Blank side plate.
So if this is a way for a really good writer to get some love, I'll give it a chance. That's my thing.
Right.
Who doesn't need the title?
All the main eventers.
Yeah, anyone who already.
Yeah,
has
every
the
single guy
title.
that when they run by him, they're like,
Yeah,
"Fuck
like
that
Sheamus has got to
belt."
win that
Sam,
title.
the
He'll
show
never
with the-
take
They
it.
should make a
Otis
joke out of it.
Dozovich
Yeah.
needs this belt. Otis Dozovich needs
When
this
they
belt.
all ran by, Sammy was just like idiots. Like that shows you where the belt.
And
level's
that's
at.
honestly, there should be tiers to it. Like
Yeah.
there should be some guys who are just like, "Fuck that belt," and I think that would make it funnier.
Right.
Like, and I don't know, it could be like listen, buddy, like maybe if like Robert Roode's like, "I can challenge you," and they're like, go back for your jobber title.
Yeah.
It's like high school. It's like politics.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, I don't care about that fad.
Yeah.
Like, I'm cool enough. Like, it's honestly
It
kind
could
of
be
fun.
a funny thing to do.
But while we're on the topic of NXT, how was NXT Bethlehem?
Oh, it was really fun. Kushida Gulak. Like,
that was real good. My
I
friend
could watch that match 100 times. Those
Really?
two have really good chemistry.
How did they
already.
finish?
went.
Hoverboard lock?
Yeah, it was the hoverboard lock. Like, Gulak went for something. Kushida had Gulak's feet, like he was doing a handstand, kicked his leg out, and then went for it.
Now, did you like mark out a little bit when you heard Kushida's music?
Oh my god, his music's amazing.
Is he still
His
doing the Back to
entrance-
the Future thing?
Yeah, he's still got the Marty McFly. Like,
Comes out with
everything.
like the glasses and
And his like countdown at the beginning of his entrance, it's like, oh, here we go. Everyone loves a countdown. We saw that in the
no,
Iron Man match.
you knew who it was. How many people actually knew? It
They
was
announced
Kushida?
it, didn't they?
Yeah.
My friend said they announced like international superstar Kushida will be in action tonight.
Yeah, so
Uh,
like a lot of people.
See, that's
were
something
aware.
you shouldn't do. That should be like
Well,
the big
they-
pop of the night.
They knew. I mean,
Well,
Yeah.
and he tweeted like before, and that was like that was the second match on the card. The
Yeah.
first match was like a random.
Do you
tag
think
match.
when
What
he
was the
do
main
you think
event?
at one point one of his special entrances will be what they did in Japan, where he has a little kid and then he time travels? And
he'll do something?
Oh, Marty,
in
yeah, come on.
NXT.
Unless they
Unless
say
they
no.
bring him out in the DeLorean.
Vince might just say no. We can't do any of that.
Oh my god!
Which would suck. With
The main event was Adam Cole versus
Dream.
Velveteen Dream, and that match was really good. Clean finish. Dream won. Those two have really good chemistry.
apparently Gargano's hurt.
the new Dream title, or the new Dream T-shirt looks awesome. Have you
I
seen
haven't
it?
seen it. No.
It's a purple T-shirt, and remember how the Macho Man won? The Macho Man was his sunglasses,
Yeah.
and it just said Macho Man.
His
It's
glasses.
the three.
Oh yeah, that's an old
eyeglass.
one. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
been out for a while.
I never seen it. I just
Fun match on that card was Punishment Martinez versus Keith Lee, which no one knew was happening. Like, it was a surprise match, and those two had a lot of fun together. And then Punishment won. And I was like,
Yeah,
all right.
I like Keith Lee. I don't like
Yeah,
Marshall Martinez
Keith Lee's.
at all.
They're high on Keith Lee right
He's
now.
good.
Exactly. So,
He's real good.
I still don't know where they're going with Dominic Dijakovic.
He's
well, he got
hurt.
hurt. Yeah.
he's hurt a
His
lot.
name is way too.
enough.
That's not me.
That was you.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It is, but he's really good. Eventually, they're going to lead up to him versus Keith Lee.
Mhm.
Wasn't that supposed to be a takeover?
Yeah,
no,
but-
it was supposed to be on a like regular NXT,
Yeah.
and then one of them got hurt, and then the other one was
I
hurt.
think Dijak's shoulder needs surgery or something. Like,
Yeah.
wasn't Ruby Riot's getting both shoulders?
Or no, I
Yeah.
think it's his knee.
Yeah, Ruby
Yeah,
Riot's.
something.
She's off the
She
shelf for a
was out
while.
for a while.
Yeah, I want put Liv back on TV. I miss Liv.
I think Liv's on timeout after a little Hawaiian getaway in the picture she was putting
I
on.
didn't-
Yeah,
see
she
that.
put some pictures where she looked like she was stoned out of her
Oh,
face.
really?
That and it looked like she wasn't wearing a top at all. She was
Idiot.
just like yay close to a
Well.
whoopsie picture.
Yeah, but Seth Rollins posted
Yeah,
a
his
picture of
dick,
his
yeah.
junk,
And
and
then
then
He sent his
and
junk
then
to
wins the
somebody, and then
title.
someone retweeted it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So-
But
But NXT in general, this past week was Tyler Breeze's return
Oh yeah, he
to
wrestled
NXT.
Dream,
Nice.
right?
Wasn't
Well,
it,
that's the
wasn't
match
it
for
a win?
Takeover. Huh?
Wasn't it a win? Did Tyler Breeze win? I haven't seen it.
Oh no, it was just a segment.
Ah.
Like they came down, had a nice little back.
The
and
match is
forth
next
promo.
weekend.
Little
Or-
Prince
or is it
Pretty.
Takeover.
It's Takeover.
Yeah.
He got a
Prince
haircut.
Pretty against the Dream.
That match is going to be amazing.
Then they need to tag up when tag belts.
Oh my god, yeah. The selfies they could
Yeah.
tag together.
I'm
So-
still curious to see what they're doing with Viking Raiders.
No,
I can't even.
what are they on
I don't
now?
know what their name is anymore. It's too many name changes.
I think it's
I don't think they were on Raw.
He's still the tag. They're still the tag team titles champions in NXT.
No, they relinquished them on last week's episode.
Yeah, they
Lovely.
relinquished them. Yeah.
That's
So we'll switch gears here from NXT and we'll jump because we're at the almost the 45-minute mark.
Well,
Outbreak.
yeah, hey.
I didn't
was
see the first half. I didn't see the first half of it. I came in right as intermission was ending.
Yeah,
so I was there.
Yeah.
I made it on time.
yeah.
The beginning.
Sicken wrestled. Who did he wrestle? That was the very first match.
Ed House.
The dark match.
Ed
Sicken
House,
and Nick Anarchy.
Yeah, that was right. Yeah.
That was from
wasn't
what I
bad.
seen. That was a cool
And
match.
Sicken beat him with a kryptonite crunch. I was like, that's my move.
Yeah.
That's my British brother.
Yeah.
You know?
And the crazy thing was, I walk in
So I
the
was like,
locker
I
room
won't do
before
that.
the show starts. Like, oh, there's the podcast guy. And they're like, hi. You know, just showing up now, like 5 minutes before the curtain goes.
I actually said I went up to the I'm like, just to let you know, I'm glad you enjoyed NXT, but you're not banned. And he just started laughing. Yeah, I don't. The rosters. I mean, I love the Outbreak roster. Like, they're slowly starting to know my face, and I have conversations with guys. But yeah, I came late, but the only ones the matches that we missed: Ed House, Open Challenge, Sabal.
Yeah.
Sabal's going on hiatus.
Yeah, hiatus. He's
Robbie just posted some pictures of Robbie not Radke. What's his
Robbie
name?
Blizzard.
Yeah, Robert Blizzard.
Yeah.
He just posted Ed's videos today.
Yeah. Ed House beat Sabal, and Sabal's going to hang up the boots.
Mm.
Yeah, he's going to hang them up. We're never going to get that dream match we want.
What's the,
I'm floating it up for him. He's not
paying attention. He's texting somebody.
We're not getting that Sabal dream match that you always wanted to see.
Sabal and Tyler Ash. I know it's kind of
I thought it was
depressing.
Sabal versus Velveteen Dream.
No, that would be awesome too. But no, yeah, we're not getting that dream match. But anyway, Sabal's going to hang it up. Captain was kind of throwing some shots at Andy during the thing.
Was he?
Yeah, it was funny. He was holding up the fan sign with
The Captain Crunch.
the Captain Crunch. No, the Fruity Pebble sign.
Oh, not me. The other Andy.
Yeah,
I was
Andy
saying,
Weinberg.
yeah.
Anyway, I'm jumping ahead.
That's all right.
Whoever that guy was that made those signs. Is a genius.
Yeah, I said I went up to him after last show. That's a really nice sign.
Yeah,
I was like,
there's
did you get him like outside of the ring and show him and like an autograph it or whatever?
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know if you want to give it to him or not.
No, they're really good.
Yeah, they are.
And he's a really funny guy.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was him or his buddy said something as we were walking in, and his buddy said, it sucks that the reason Ric Flair is going through health problems is because he's not active in the ring. And I was like, what? And I looked at the guy. He goes, Ric Flair. His theory was Ric Flair would be completely healthy and fine if he was still active. I was like, if he was still
I
active,
think Ric Flair in his mind thinks that.
yeah, Ric Flair. I'm glad Ric Flair's not active because
Yeah.
he would have died.
Yeah, he's 72 or 73.
I don't know.
70,
The guy who made
70.
the guy who made the sign, his friend said it, and I was like, I'm
There's some wrestling fans that are really out there.
I'm gonna go inside now. But yeah, I can't really think.
The mixed tag match where I don't know what's
That's where I
his
came in.
wrestling name? Johnny cut his arm.
Oh,
That was King's Mustachery.
Yeah. So
Oh, yeah.
Versus Izzy and
Uh,
John Doms and someone else.
it was Izzy, John Doms, and Brock Hyde.
Yeah.
But yeah, Johnny Stance ended up running into the door at the.
Did he do one of these?
He went to hit Izzy against the door, and when
Yeah.
he went to throw the elbow, he put his elbow straight through the glass, and he had a nice gash in his forearm. His elbow was completely
Yeah.
destroyed. And
Didn't Goldberg do that?
didn't you
Yes,
get hurt
Yeah.
during that when they slammed
yeah,
that table?
actually, Johnny laid on the table, and myself and Jason Gotti are at the table doing commentary, and the table just gave way, and I still have a nice lump like that on my leg from the table just collapsing.
So
straight
what
down
would
my
they
leg.
do? They
Johnny just laid on the table, and the table just gave.
God. So here's the thing.
And we grabbed the mics, and everything else just went to mics, and didn't even think like pull your legs back. No.
So when you do a match, they gotta be smart.
Yeah.
You gotta think we're not gonna break anything in the building.
It's
So
kinda
if
like-
it looks like a break, don't go near it.
Yeah,
Don't
and it's
do
kind of like
nothing
I'm pretty sure that was like
table.
one of the big rules there is
Yeah.
don't break anything.
Don't go near the fans. Like, be smart about.
So-
like, if you see
so-
something like, that looks like it's gonna break, then don't use it.
the funny part about that is after he cut himself, he kept going and kept wrestling. He didn't.
Oh, you were
He
telling me
leaked
about
I would have
everywhere.
sabooed.
Leaked everywhere.
He brought his blood all over the place with him, and his wrist wrap was coming off.
Yeah.
So he ripped his wrist wrap off, covered in blood,
Yeah.
and he chucked it into the crowd
Oh,
and hit this.
that's another thing too with blood.
He hit this kid right in the face, and this kid's like,
yeah.
And that's like a huge no-no
Yeah,
right there.
yeah. The dad was not. I think the dad was I don't know if this is going to cost. I think the dad was a member of the firehouse.
Oh boy.
Because when they were talking about finding a mop to clean up,
Yeah.
he's like, "Oh, there's one right in the background in the corner," and I was like, "Well, how would he know that?"
Yeah, yeah.
And he's like, "Well, I wonder how they're going to fix that window." Like it was a dad and his 2 kids watching wrestling, and then they break a window, blood everywhere, and this kid gets hit with a bloody hand wrap.
It's like don't do that.
It's like 3 strikes.
Like
right
yeah,
there.
and, you know, you kind of helped that he got bloody, but still, who's that? But yeah, that's crazy. That he
I
got
have
bloody.
no
Hopefully
idea
it
what
was the building.
Bork, Lazier, and Zominus
Bork Lasers
versus at a pro wrestling wonder. Which will I choose? I don't know.
Let me read that.
Yeah, I don't know what he means. I'm sorry.
It's internet slang.
That's what it looks like. I guess he's trying to say there's 2 matches and he wants to go see one. He's just not sure which one he's going to.
Bork Laser and Zionism versus a reemergence of pro wrestling.
And he can read Japanese. He's good.
So I don't know what Zionism means.
Yeah.
I don't get that reference.
So I guess he's trying to say.
What are you saying? Would you rather watch Brock? Would you rather watch Double or Nothing? I know what I'd rather watch.
Oh yeah. All right.
Brock,
Yeah.
easily.
Yeah. Brock,
Yeah.
We're pro Brock Lesnar on this channel. No.
The best of Brock Lesnar DVD.
Hey, Brock Lesnar selling, I'll still say it is one of the best.
Yes.
He's a good seller.
Hey, when he wants to wrestle, he can.
Yeah.
I just want to see a Brock Lesnar actual match, not
Same.
600 suplexes. I want to see Brock Lesnar 2002 when he throws clotheslines, when he
Yeah.
throws a suplex.
I'd like to see him
like
on
a standard suplex or a body slammer.
Well, we might get that.
He still
Yeah.
does once in a while.
That's the rumor for a Saudi Arabia match.
What? Brock versus who?
Ali.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
But here's the crazy thing: does Vince put his boy over, or
Yeah.
does he put the Saudi Arabia guy over?
Oh yeah, I remember that? Yeah.
That's. I mean, if the Prince wants the Saudi guy to beat the Beast,
Wait, is
how
Ali-
deep? How deep?
I don't know.
that
I don't know what
he's-
what nationality he is.
I don't think he's Saudi Arabian. He wasn't
Middle
one of the
Eastern.
4 guys.
Yeah, but sometimes then people hate.
That's
Yeah.
true.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty
I don't
sure
know
he's
what
one
he's-
of
If
the
you're the
people
wrong
who's
shade of
not-
brown over there, they don't
Yeah.
like you.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
they hate the Syrians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So-
why Sami Zayn can't go.
So
Sami Zayn is like blackballed from that show. He
Yeah.
swears up and down. He's like, I will never step foot in that country.
Yeah. So anyway, going back to Outbreak. At the end of that match, the Beast came out, did a heel turn.
Mason Martin,
I think
Baltimore Beast.
Yeah, I think the Baltimore Beast he had sneakers on, and that's what it was. He never wore shoes until
Oh,
that.
okay.
So I said shoes equal heel turn.
There you go. Yeah.
And then
Blood
we
on the
got
floor, though,
we
so-
got Tyler Ash versus Ian Bush. No,
No.
Tyler Ash versus
I forget.
Tommy Vex.
Tommy
Okay,
Vex.
yeah.
That was a good
yeah,
match,
yeah.
really good match.
I was
Then
gonna say that should have been pretty good.
Ian Bush versus
Who'd he wrestle? Oh man,
Oh, he actually won. Which
he
is-
did.
was that that the new guy wrestled Cortez?
Yeah,
Yeah.
how was that match? The Hyena
Hyena
versus
Hex.
I like seeing a little bit, but it seemed pretty good.
He was good.
He looked- yeah.
I thoroughly enjoyed calling that
Cor-
match.
Cortez still undefeated.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I think he gets a title shot because he's on the promo for the next
He
one.
should.
So yeah,
He
he
should.
gets a title shot.
I know they did a little bit of a segue routine. Ian, if you're watching, you probably think we hate you, but we don't. Trust me, dude. I think you're super talented.
Ian Bush sucks.
I think you're super, super, super talented. But even though you bring fans in, I don't think it's enough for a title shot yet. I think if it comes to
Well, did he beat Dame at the show before?
No.
no,
Okay.
he's on a 3-loss losing streak, and then he finally
he won this time,
he just finally got a dub. He's on the right side of the column this time.
Mhm.
So I would say, I mean, Cortez Dame are gotta all be up there for a top
Yeah.
spot.
Ian Bush wrestled Mac Mayhem.
Mac Mayhem,
Okay,
who
okay.
also came off a loss,
Okay, there
So,
you go.
there we go.
There's the card right there.
who also came off a loss to Mad Max or Max. Is it Mad Max? or-
Max Morrison.
Max
Morrison.
Yeah, Max Morrison. Who-
It was Nick Anarchy and Sickened in the pre-show.
Yeah, that was
Ed
the-
House defeated Sabal. 410 massive loss to the Filthy Family. Hyena
Hex.
Hex and Cortez Castro. Big Pat Sawyer coming down to the Outbreak,
Yeah.
leaving the north of the mountain, coming down south of the mountain.
He's awesome.
Lost to Yams the Working Man. Tyler Ash defeated Tommy Vex. The Kings of Mustachery defeated Izzy, John Doms, and Brock Hyde. Mac Mayhem lost to Ian Bush in a very good showing for both of them. I thought that was a
100%.
great
It was
match.
a great match.
And some I'm not like I know Matt.
I didn't get to see that.
I know Mac Mayhem. He's played both sides of the fence down there between his group Riot City and then working with Outbreak. He's on both sides of the fence. they have a bit of a following down there, Riot City, and it's
Oh,
kind of crazy.
They're like Baltimore guys.
Yeah. And they just like Nick Sicken was in the pre-show. He's one of them.
Yeah.
They bring their own crew and they just take over a show, kind of like Project Mayhem did.
I forget that their home fit. Rampage Pro. Is that what?
Yeah.
Was
So
their home.
how-
Then they got. Then there's another
So
one down there, too.
then the main event, you versus.
Was there one match before mine?
No, that was it.
That was Ian. And
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you versus
Yeah,
Robbie.
the tables match. And you know what I said? I said take the tables out and put them in the corners. It will look cool.
Yeah.
And then they put
And
the
then they
tables out.
throw 3 out
and
of
I
4
come
tables
out,
out of the ring.
And I'm in the ring, and I'm like, they didn't put the fucking tables down. I'm like, give me the tables, get the tables. And that's why I quick put them up. I was like, because I want that image of us like circling around. There's tables.
Yeah.
They're gonna like.
it's a Colts camera view.
You know what
then
sucks
you
though?
throw 3 out of 4 tables out of the ring.
I didn't want to do anything where you whip them into because I what the table breaks.
Whoopsie.
Yeah. So it's like, I wish it was just tables are legal.
Yeah. How did how the flat? The
That wasn't
spoiler,
bad.
It looked like it sucked.
Yeah. Robbie got a video, and then there was a lady there who was friends with somebody. She showed me. She had a video of it. It looked really good.
It did.
Yeah.
Well, one of the best shot was Valhalla Villain's shot.
The what? I think
Robbie.
the vaudevillain shot.
The
I was like,
Valhalla.
the vaudevillain.
How the Valhalla
Valhalla Visions.
Valhalla Visions. His shot was probably one of the better ones.
Yeah, because it was like perfect. He was like right there.
It should have been tables were legal, but you had to win by pinfall or submission.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because that way you wouldn't have to worry. I'm like, I don't want to
I
bring.
mean, you could have put him through one. He could have put you through one.
Which I think would have made it a little bit better.
And a little bit of a handshake at the end.
Yeah, I love that.
So is Robbie? Is that like a little bit of a face turn?
I think so for him.
Or
It
was
was
there-
definitely awkward sitting at
he's-
the table seeing Robbie Radke extend the hand.
If he's gonna wrestle Cortez next show,
It has to be.
Possibly.
It has to be. It has to be.
do you like how I picked up the
if
table?
if they do something where Cortez has to fight 3 other people for a title shot, I mean the only other person
But then who would wrestle Robbie? In the main
exactly
event,
who
you
the
know?
only other
Unless he
person
can't make it, but
Yeah.
I doubt that.
the only other person that he hasn't beaten that's in a top caliber spot for a title is you. Like you have not wrestled Cortez one-on-one yet.
Yeah.
He's beat Dame. He's beat Ian Bush. He's beat almost the entire roster except you as the champion. Now that you've lost a champion, to put him in a triple threat against Ian Bush and Dame, and you're even a fatal 4-way, it makes no sense because he's beaten all those.
Get the title
He
shot
should be
already,
the title
which
shot.
I think he's getting now.
Yeah, he should have the title shot.
I don't know.
And
what's
then if
gonna
you do a
happen.
But
triple
then again,
threat,
it didn't help. You cut the promo there. Like,
Yeah,
who's
but
it gonna be?
So that was a kill time because Eddie
Yeah.
Park's there.
Yeah.
So yeah. So that was Kier's like, we'll do a promo. Then my brother was like, yeah, do a promo. I was like, how are we gonna go? It's like, just kill time. I was like, all right.
yeah.
And Andy Header becomes the one thing he refuses to never be, the
What?
guy on Raw that goes for the 20-minute promo.
I did say the same on SmackDown. It's not gonna be 20 minutes.
It was.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It was 7 minutes.
Now,
Half,
did you feel like a bit of a hypocrite? They're like, God damn,
No,
I'm cutting a
because
20-minute
I knew that
promo.
wasn't gonna be 20 minutes. And also my match was I said we'll go about 15. It was what was it?
It was roughly 15.
It was 14:50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you got a little surfing on the top.
Yeah. I put that there and I was like, I'm gonna do something with that. And I think I got whipped into it and I was like, I'm gonna jump off it. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Then
The only
then
thing that
reversed it.
concerned me, like,
And I like when he's like, I'm going up, and he pushed off. I'm like, that's a good move. That's
Yeah.
I like when I was like, I'm gonna pick up the table and fucking throw it up, and like, cause I never seen anyone do that before. Like, I'm trying to like kill you at the table. I was like, that was cool.
Yeah.
Like DDT'd him on it.
the
So,
finish was great. I actually enjoyed the finish.
yeah,
It was,
it's getting to it.
Yeah.
because you can't fall. And rip
but the only thing that concerned me was when he went up top on that ladder.
Ceiling fan.
I was worried about the
Oh,
ceiling
yeah,
fan because
yeah, I
he
didn't think about
jumped
that, yeah.
up, and I'm like, oh
Yeah.
shit, he's gonna hit the fan.
So when inside baseball, there's parts of the table that are right here. I took those off so the table will break faster because some of the tables I don't think we're gonna break.
Now,
They were on there pretty good.
going through a table, is there ever an unpleasant time going through the table?
There is that one wasn't bad because I took them side things off. I went like this. It just if
Yeah.
them side things were on, could have went like.
Now, have you ever
And
been
they were-
on
they
a
were
table where it
sturdy.
didn't break? Some guys coming down on you and you just
if
get
they don't take
crushed.
them side things off or they're and that
He's not.
sucks.
And this isn't. He kind of made a joke about the one crowd. Someone in the crowd said something like, "Robbie, you're fat," and he goes, "Yeah, look at you, buddy. Look at you've never missed a meal." It's like so. There was a little bit of a banter there.
I think the worst part was not him, but like of course you always do this when someone's splashing. Like when I went through and then when I hit and the table's here and then I hit my head.
Yeah.
So I'm here already and it's like I was like
Yeah, it looked the splash did not look like it was pleasant. But yeah, so anyway, so that I don't know. For me, there's got to be a triple threat or something. Like Ian Bush has to win. he has to beat Dame. He has to beat he has to beat you. He has to be the top guy before he gets it has to be Castro next. It has to be.
That's right. Yeah. So I think
Yeah.
that's what I mean.
Bush is the future.
Realistically, does anything even make sense anymore when you actually look at how professional wrestling's going?
Well, only in WWE, but it doesn't have to.
It doesn't have to be that way.
Yeah.
You
can't just say, well, they don't make sense, so we will not make sense.
And I think Outbreak is very fortunate enough to have a fan base who comes every time you have a show.
Yeah, it's not.
So you can keep a canon going.
Yeah, I agree.
Even with the Intimidator title, I mean, you got to build up for an Ed House.
Yeah,
and Ed House, Ed House is the open house is fun, but
the Who's House Open Challenge.
Yeah, Who's House, but I mean, he's got to be up there for a title.
Yeah,
I know it's face versus face, but
who cares?
It's got to be there soon.
Yeah,
and
all apologies, but we had to work. We were busy this past Saturday. Apologies to PPW. We could not be.
Yeah,
there.
we couldn't make the show. Yep.
I didn't hear anything about that. I seen the draw wasn't too good though.
Really?
Nothing against them. Yeah, they didn't have as much as last. One guy.
I mean, honestly, the next show I would like to attend.
Scorpio was there.
Like
so the problem here's the problem with but one of the things that I think the fan base of PPW has come to expect, if they book a show and they don't have a major name attached to it, people don't go.
Yeah.
Where I think Outbreak used to do stuff like that when they were AXW.
AXW would only bring in some people they knew and people they could afford. They
yes,
really
but it's still
it
still brought more people. But then they said, you know what, we want our superstars to be the draw, not the promote. And I love that PPW does that. I think it's a great thing. But I think their fan base needs to realize, hey, are you here to cheer? You're here to cheer guys? Or are you here to cheer a superstar that
you want to see Billy Gunn?
Yeah.
Yeah, like the AXW show that I went to when the Blue Meanie was there. I went not necessarily because of Blue Meanie, because I wasn't alive during most of his stuff.
Yeah.
I just went to have a good time to see some wrestling.
Exactly.
But then again, you look at this upcoming Wednesday, WWE actually greenlit the okay to wrestle at the Samu show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're gonna see Samoa Joe, you're gonna see Cassius Ohno, Tommy Dreamer.
He's not really with WWE.
Well, yeah, but
he's Impact.
Ace Austin's gonna be there. He's Impact.
Tommy Dreamer's Impact.
Terry Runnels is gonna be there.
Oh my gosh, he helped me through puberty. All right, so we just hit the 1 hour mark on the dot. So let's get in the double.
And I have the card drummed up here.
I was gonna say you're gonna do that. And can you get
cards right here?
Can you get
not all of it?
The participants?
Well,
you don't know who the strong hearts are.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Can you get the participants for the battle royal?
So we'll start off.
I do have it, and according to this, there are 4 spots to be ascertained.
Okay, so here, real quick, down for this, who do you think could possibly be the 4 spots? I got a wild one here. David Arquette.
Okay,
that's a solid one.
DDP.
I can see DDP coming out. Yeah,
DDP.
Marty Scurll.
I think the winner is I think Marty is the 21st. I think he wins it. That's what I'm putting.
I could see that.
And the winner of that also gets the title shot against the winner of the Jericho Omega match.
Yes,
so you gotta put that into consideration.
Yeah, the winner of this versus either Jericho or Kenny for the belt at the next show.
Yeah,
or whatever.
First eliminated.
So let's go.
But the participants are
okay. Let's pay attention. If you have any questions, stop them, and I'll go over if I know.
Sunny Kiss.
Sunny Kiss,
which we are all familiar with.
Yeah, you know Sunny Kiss.
Mm-hmm.
Brandon Cutler.
Who did you watch the Being Elite where they didn't tell him that they were signing him until they had him read a promo thing?
I haven't seen it
yet.
Yeah, who's the guy?
So this is really cool.
Who's the guy who keeps throwing the stakes away?
Oh, that's MJF. He's in it too.
Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
He's super. So Brandon Cutler's the Young Bucks friend from way back in the day, right? And they said, he took a 7-year break from wrestling and he never asked us for a favor or anything. He knows we have money and stuff. And they had him read this thing. It was just supposed to be a promo because all he thought he was doing was the battle royal and that's it. And he's like, I'm Brandon Cutler, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, they're like, don't read that last part yet. Don't read that. He's like, oh, okay. And he's like, all right, leave the last part. Like, I'm Brandon Cutler, and I'm about to accept this contract. And he just starts singing, he starts crying, and he calls his wife, and he hugs him and stuff. So it was a real good moment. Like, that's cool. They took care of everybody.
Ace Romero, not quite sure who he is.
Ace Romero, I'm not familiar with at all.
Same.
Tony's favorite to win it, Glacier.
I think he'll have a nice little
his promo thing, like on Twitter, was really cool.
Okay, wait, and let's say this too. Do you know the rules of the match?
So 4 people at a time.
It's 5.
5 at a time.
5 start every 3 minutes. Another wave of 5 guys come until luckily number 21.
And then 21 comes in by himself.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then we have Brian Pillman Jr.
Yeah, he should have a good showing.
Sunny Days.
Who was Bulldog James Dillon, who I wrestled before a couple times. He used to run CPW out in Loose Town. I a couple shows there. His mom just messaged me today. I didn't talk to her much. She's like, here's how you watch Dillon. I'm like, I'm going to be watching. And I started talking to her for a little bit.
Nice. MJF. Douchebag.
Yeah, that's his gimmick. MJF, who looks like little Coca Cabana. Coca Cabana's like, "There's my son."
Joey Janela,
Yeah, so he should have a good show.
That's a wild.
Dustin
wild card.
Thomas, no legs.
Oh, that's no legs. He's not.
Billy Gunn,
Oh, Gilly, he's in it.
Yeah, no legs is in it.
No, Billy Gunn.
Billy Gunn, yeah.
Jimmy Havoc,
He's the deathmatch guy from England.
I love him.
Michael Nakazawa.
He's gonna have a good showing. He will not.
I'm sorry, but I must have watched that Being the Elite like 100 times, or he's just like, his entire text message always goes Michael Nakazawa. Jungle Boy.
I think what's his name? Not Funkasaurus, but what's Luchasaurus?
Luchasaurus. He was
I thought it was
Vibora from Lucha Underground.
the big dinosaur guy.
Yeah. He's a legit 6'7", and he's a big guy who is
shredded.
He's disgustingly athletic for being 6'7".
Okay, first limit. I'm gonna go say Glacier.
Isaiah Cassidy, Mark Queen.
I don't know them. Are they the street? What's the tag team? The
Isaiah Cassidy and Mark Queen are the guys from House of Glory.
Oh, so they're what's their tag name?
I
They're
can't.
kind of like the Street Profits.
Yeah, a little bit. Sean Spears, aka the Perfect 10,
Yeah,
Ty Dillinger, and then 4 names. Give me 4 names. Well, let's go around the table. There's 4 of us.
Marty, David
DDP.
Arquette.
Who?
David Arquette.
David Arquette.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to agree with me. This is what I'm saying.
DDP.
DDP, and then random guy from Japan. Or
Yeah,
something.
no, I got this, and it's the person who's going to win it. So my predictions that I'm using are from a viewer that's watching right now, my friend Richard Scott. I'm going to use his predictions for this, and he believes that the winner and surprise
Hit that like button if you're watching.
entrance-
And subscribe.
Somebody's commenting on the chat there.
Yeah, the winner and surprise entrant will be Michael Elgin.
Oh yeah, he's a free agent now.
Okay.
How?
He signed with Impact.
Yeah,
Didn't he?
yeah.
So yeah, I don't think he will be in it because he did sign with Impact.
We shall see, but I'm going to stick with it.
I think.
Is Dean,
My
is
long
Dean
shot.
Ambrose in the 20?
David Ambrose was wrestling him.
That's
Yeah.
that's what I think.
That's
John
also
Moxley
your-
wrestles Hangman.
Okay, I say last.
What, is that Pac shoot real or is he injured?
Yes, no, Pac did not want to lose with the Dragon Gate title.
Yeah, so he was going to beat Hangman and then wrestle Kenny, and then
who
lose to
won their
Kenny.
match
And he
in
would lose to-
England?
It was a
I don't
DQ.
think Kenny's, I
that's
don't
right.
think Kenny's winning.
Yeah, there was
I don't
a
know.
low blow to a referee,
Yeah.
and then there was a
They
low
just
up, and
released
then
that. I
they-
didn't get to watch it.
I
yet.
think this first pay-per-view, I don't think any of the executives are going to win a match.
I don't know.
No, you can't.
Why?
I think that
Being their
we'll get
first,
there. We'll get
being
there.
their first big pay-per-view, you don't want to see you book yourselves over so hard that it's like, oh yeah, of course, here we go.
Yeah, but if people
Yeah,
see
that's what he's
Chris
saying.
Jericho win,
Like I said, the only one that really should be booked over is Hangman.
I think you Jericho. He beat Jericho in Japan. Jericho beats him in AEW, and it sets up a trilogy fight later on the road that could sell
Yeah.
tickets.
do you think Kenny Omega signed with AEW to lose in his first?
I don't think he cares.
No.
Neither
I don't
do
think-
I.
I don't
Him
think
care.
he'll lose clean.
I
I think
think-
there'll be something involved where
Well,
he's
Jericho is a pretty good heel right now.
I
the way
think-
he's pushing.
I don't know. I think Kenny will be the first champ.
What if they have a deal? Just hear me out. They have a deal. Jericho beats and wins the New Japan championship. He beats Omega. He can have a chance to be a 2-time champion. Okada. He beats Okada. He's going to be a 2-time champion. He's going to win the AEW. He's won for the AEW championship, and now he has the New Japan championship. Their deal is to say, okay, Jericho can come wrestle Okada, win the belt. If we can get Kenny back and Kenny beats Jericho for the championship.
And Kenny comes back, and then you have Kenny wrestle.
And Kenny is one of those
Again.
guys who can be
Yeah.
the New Japan champion, and he can be in AEW at the same time.
All right.
Because his contract does say that.
Yeah.
And so him and Jericho. But I'm sure when they work the deal out,
I think they set up for a trilogy fight.
So anyway, let's go back to this battle. Last
Yeah.
eliminated, I say MJF.
Same.
My
He's gonna last
my
later.
surprise entrant though is
He's
somebody
my-
that
he's
the
my
Bucks
first,
like to
yeah.
use,
My
and
first is
you see him
Glacier.
often
My
at a
first
show
is
at the
Glacier.
Bucks. The Invisible Man.
No, I don't think they're going to do that.
Come on,
I mean, maybe
that's funny.
It is.
Like you
but-
see somebody just boot midair and
No.
pick him up like
You
you're
know what
pile
they're gonna
driving
do?
somebody.
They're gonna play Adam Cole's music, and it's gonna be the ghost of Adam
Oh,
Cole.
God. Most eliminations, I don't know. who.
Maybe
Well,
MJF.
I have Janela.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh wait, no.
I'm going to say Luchasaurus.
Last eliminated, I have Cutler. I think after you told me that story where
Oh,
he's
that's-
excited, I think he has the best showing.
Especially
And I think
if they
I think
have-
MJF is your first eliminated because he's been. It's like
Talking
it's
about shit.
yeah, and it's like he's been
Entrant, tell me what.
Just-
Entrant
disrespected.
21.
Marty.
wins.
I got to say that because the winner gets a title shot or the winner gets to wrestle. So
Marty, and then
I
you have
don't know.
Then
I
you have
think-
Marty versus Jericho, which is an awesome
or
match.
Marty versus Kenny. They're both, I watch either one.
But
I'm just saying. You know?
yeah,
I'm going to go with Marty too.
I'm gonna stick with
Janetti.
Elgin.
Oh, what if that's like
What are the odds that
Janetti
No
comes out?
Legs is the last eliminated just because?
It could be, but
First eliminated.
He'll-
So, see, it's
oh,
hard
no,
to pick
M-
first
MJF.
eliminated when you bring 5 guys in. You don't know what 5 guys are coming in.
MJF
No.
guaranteed will eliminate No Legs.
I could,
And
yeah,
he
that's
will
because they
get
hate, yeah.
shit on for that. Most eliminations.
Joey Janela is
I'm
a
going with
good candidate
Luchasaurus for the most eliminations because he's probably the biggest guy in
Good
there.
call.
I'm
Good
sick
call.
with
Or Billy Gunn.
According
Janela.
to
Janela's gonna be. Janela knows how to work his way around the ring.
I'd say
like that.
Janela be in Final Four.
Yeah.
Final Four will be MJF, Marty, Janela, and
Wait, but isn't
Random
Marty in Japan right now?
Oh
No.
yeah, it's the best of
Yeah.
Super Juniors. That's right.
Him and Brody King, and they're looking for the 4th member.
Okay, let's change this because if he's wrestling at New Japan, let's look at the Sheffield movie.
I'm still sticking with it. I think
But it's very hard to come from New Japan
He's gonna pull the.
to Las Vegas.
Was it last year when people thought Jericho was gonna come from Japan
Yeah.
to the Rumble?
First eliminated. I'm gonna go with
Well, while you guys are still doing the Royal Rumble, I'm gonna go pee.
Mark Quinn.
Look at this
Because
little.
I'm just taking a guess there.
That's
I
a
don't know. I thought it added a little bit of flair. A little hand down. I do that sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Like right now, I don't even know what's going on.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the New Japan schedule. That's a good point. I forgot about that. Because it's very hard to.
Well, if he's just doing them a favor by being in the best of the Super Juniors, he's not necessarily under contract.
he's
just
not
freelance.
winning it. No,
Right.
yeah, but it doesn't mean he's under contract now.
Last eliminated.
Okay, so
I'd love to say No Legs just because they were so high on his performance that they just were gonna use you.
No.
It'd be a feel good thing for them. Like
For me, that would be hilarious if Elgin just completely bombs him out of the ring.
sorry,
Oh no!
Airborne. Catch
Bunch of
me.
people catch him.
Catch me.
Oh my god! Wait, how is he gonna get eliminated?
yeah, they're both feet.
Both feet
yeah,
after
yeah.
every-
I can't see him.
We're a bunch of
I think for him, if he just hits the floor,
All right, because it's the same thing with
But
Zach
2
Allen.
feet have to touch the.
He always said if he was ever in a Royal Rumble that he would
Okay,
be
so-
the best competitor.
I feel like an asshole right now. Both feet have to touch the floor.
Yeah, but you know they're gonna use that exact joke.
they have to. So Marty's wrestling on the 24th in Japan. Okay.
The
Now, if he's-
25th is
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if he's wrestling on the 26th in Japan, there's absolutely no way because he can't tell unless Tony Khan flies him in a jet, which he could. But still, the jet from Japan to Las Vegas,
That jet lag's gonna be ridiculous.
and it still would cost a lot of money.
Yeah, but if he's entering 21,
Yeah.
he doesn't really have to do a whole lot except
Yeah.
maybe super kick someone.
Yeah, come in, do
Okay,
your quick,
he
do your
is-
finger snap spot. Yeah,
Marty is wrestling on the 26th too
Alright,
in
so-
Japan. So if you can,
that could be subject to change too.
no,
right?
no way.
No.
It's best Super Juniors.
Super Juniors.
Yeah, he's wrestling Titan. So you take Marty out because he's wrestling the 25th or the 24th and 26th in Japan.
It'd be very improbable.
It's a swerve. No.
I'm gonna take Marty out.
Speaking of best of the Super Juniors, poor Taka doesn't have a single win.
I
love
don't
me some
think
Taka.
Taka's. I heard that today. Shingo and Dragon Lee was very good, and Will Ospreay versus Bandito. I'm watching.
So does that change your
Yes.
idea of the winner too?
So 21.
who could? Oh, jeez.
Can we go out on a limb
Do you want
here?
to just put winner entrance 21 and you get a point for that?
What's that?
So let's say
What if it's one of the 4 that's to be ascertained? Can we just put TBA?
No, you have to.
which
you have
one
to
would it?
guess.
Yeah.
See, I put like an actual mystery person. I put Elgin.
Jeez, I don't know. Who would be a good mystery person? I don't think Dean's coming out in this.
No, I don't.
I
either.
think it's gonna be Hangman and Dean
What's
or John Moxley.
what's his
I'm sorry.
name? What's his name status and right now with AEW?
Who?
Fucking Joey Ryan.
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah. I
you
don't think he's winning, but
Joey Ryan,
I'll put
most
him as-
eliminations with a pornplex.
so I'm gonna put.
He gets like
he
6
put that
guys hooked up to it.
spot.
Just
Yeah.
He's gonna be my entrant 21.
Yeah, me too.
And the winner. Oh man.
I'm going Janela.
I would love that.
You know what? That might be the best pick here.
or
'cause
MJF.
If it's not Marty,
Joey's in really good shape now too. Dropped like 15
I
pounds.
don't see Joey Ryan
Maybe.
versus Kenny or
No.
Jericho.
Joe, he'd be a fun
Yeah.
21 though.
Joey Ryan gets like 10 eliminations with a pornplex. It'd be hilarious.
Yeah,
He gets
winner-
So let's
He just-
let's jump down to
I'll pick my winner and we'll come back to that.
yeah, we'll
Alright.
come back to that 'cause that's tough.
Kip Saban versus Sammy.
I don't
Kip
know.
Sabian and Sammy
I don't know
Guevara.
Kip from Hole in the Ground. I'm sure he's pretty good. I'm gonna go with Sammy
yeah,
because he's being the lead.
Yeah.
So winner Sammy. I don't even know what his finisher is.
Same.
Sammy Guevara at 450.
All
Okay,
right,
so
so
aerial
Ken-
moves. I'm gonna say 6.
I said 7.
Fall type pinfall. I hope he
8.
doesn't have a submission
All right,
finish.
well, I can't say 8, so I'm gonna say 9.
Well, you can.
You
We
can
can,
say, yeah.
we can both get the same points. It's not like Price is Right.
Yeah, but screw it.
All right.
It won't be different.
While everything else is up here on this card, I'm just gonna skip down to.
Well, next one we're at right here is Kong.
You want me to pronounce them?
Yeah.
Asia Kong and Yuka Sakazaki and Emi Sakura versus Akira Shida, who's really hot. I don't know if that's when they've been advertising. Riho Abe and Ryo Mizunami. So Asia Kong is a classic one. She's been wrestling All Japan for years and years. She was in WCW.
So
Aja
the
Kong's
team
probably
2
close
is
to
probably
50.
your better bet.
I think team 2 is the young.
Aja Kong's the
say.
grizzled veteran. Yuka Sakazaki's the up and coming star, and I
And
have
so
no
is
clue who Emi
Hikaru
Sakura is.
Shida. I'll bring her up. She's
Young
kind of.
vets.
I'm gonna
Has
say
like a
Sheeta.
I'm gonna go with the young. I'm gonna go with the young girls. So
Alright.
just
Alright.
here, Aja Kong's team will be 1. Put a 1 next to that. Their team is 2.
Aja, Yuka.
So I'm gonna put team 2.
I'm gonna say Kong takes the fall.
I think this match will be awesome. This match is gonna be like barely legal
Aja
when they had the match with Taka Michinoku when it was Kai and Tai versus
Oh,
Great Sasuke
okay.
and Grand Hamada and the other guy whose name I forget, the green guy, Green Power Ranger, and they chanted Power Ranger at him.
Match time for a 6-man
Who makes the
women's
fall?
tag.
Okay, Hikaru Shida. I'm gonna show you a picture of her.
I'm gonna
So if you don't want to say, well, if you don't, we don't have to go into everything because if you want to keep everything a little different,
Yeah.
we can do that. So we'll just go over who we think's gonna win, and if unless the stipulation's really exciting, we won't really go into all that.
All right.
So Young Bucks, Lucha Bros.
Hold up one sec. While we have it, the Strong Hearts is the team of Shima, T-Hawk, and El Lindemann.
Now Seema wrestled in ROH before for a
Mhm.
couple years. I think he's actually a former
Oh,
tag champ.
and SCU is
So Colin says
Yeah,
it's
Christopher Daniels.
Daniels,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, that ain't a picture.
You see, I think that they're gonna put the Strong Hearts over because they're trying to build that relationship.
As
there.
do I.
I don't.
So
Yeah,
this is-
maybe.
This is that Hikaru Shida. This is the hot. She's really good.
Who's the black dude that's part of the?
Scorpio Sky?
Scorpio Sky.
He's awesome.
So we're
I think he could be on.
And just
his
give me
own
one
without
name.
those two.
Give me one name.
Well,
part
they
of the
all can.
part of the Strong Hearts.
T-Hawk or Seema. I'm gonna say,
Shima, T-Hawk, and El Lindemann.
I say the winner is the Strong Hearts and Seema makes the pinfall.
My boy Richard has SCU winning this
CI.
match.
I would have put it that way
Shima.
too, but I like the Strong Heart.
And
Who
who
takes
takes
the?
Christopher Daniels.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say Daniels makes the fall.
Pre-match
Pre-match,
promo.
yes.
I'm gonna. I don't.
Yeah.
Come on, SCU. They always cut a pre-match promo because their thing is this is the
Yeah.
worst town I have ever been in.
Yeah, but the last pay-per-view that they put on, they almost ran out of time. So I don't
Yeah.
know. I feel like they're gonna.
They probably have extra time allotted.
They're gonna play close to the chest. But we'll go back.
Yeah,
Lucha Bros, Young Bucks. I'm
Okay,
going-
I said that. So
for the
this is
AAA tag team
the
titles.
Lucha Bros went down to Mexico. Or I mean, the
The
Young
Bucks.
Bucks, and they beat the Lucha Bros without the tag belts. I'm gonna say the Lucha Bros getting back.
Yeah, Lucha Bros going back. How many super kicks?
Oh, that's
4.
That's short. That's way
Yeah,
short.
because
For
like
them.
they all
Phoenix
do it.
does them. Yeah.
12.
You're going high.
So when the Young
I'm
Bucks
going high,
when the
yeah.
Young Bucks do 2 at a time, does that count as 2? Like when they do the double, like
Yeah, that's two separate
Yeah.
kicks going on. I'm gonna say
Pentagon makes the
I'm
fall.
saying 21 on that.
wow, it's up. They had that one ROH pay-per-view that had the super kick counter.
it was
and
up to
yeah.
like 58.
Yeah, and that
58.
Well, they did. That was the
It's
match.
literally everybody kept coming out. It was like super kick.
Yeah, and then
super
the
kick,
Bullet
super
Club
kick.
ran down. That was when Adam Cole was in the Bullet Club, and they kept doing super kicks, and they do double, and then a
Yeah.
triple, and then
And the counter was just jumping by 5. And, and then the
And they-
announcer gets up, who's like the big young
Yeah,
Bucks
he gets
supporter.
super
They
kicked.
too sweeted
Yeah.
the shit out, and they
And
turn to
then-
look at him like,
and then their dad gets it, and he gets super kicked.
All right, we're gonna skip the next one and go over to Britt Baker, Nyla Rose,
Super
Kylie,
kicks.
and Kylie Ray.
I want Nyla to win so bad. but
I'm
Britt-
picking Nyla.
I'm thinking they're
I
going.
went 21.
I'm
on
saying they're
the,
going
super
all behind
kicks.
Britt
I got.
because she's
I'm gonna
everywhere.
say
She's
Britt-
the dentist.
I'm saying Britt Baker.
So
too.
winner.
Also,
Britt
the
Baker.
girlfriend of Adam Cole.
This truth doesn't. Outside interference, I'm gonna say no for that one.
Kylie-
Why would it be there?
Kylie Ray,
I thought I don't get.
Is the
Unless they have
winner.
what girl would come out?
Britt Baker takes the
Santana
loss.
Garrett. I was trying to think who's not signed.
You know what?
Jordan Grace just got signed, so
I'm gonna say yes,
They have,
and it's gonna be a super
Randy?
like. Oh my god, maybe.
I think maybe to not because they want to have a clear wins.
I think Nyla wins.
I hope she does.
I think Nyla wins.
I think Kylie Ray's.
I'm going with Britt.
Kylie Ray's gonna win by pin. Britt
I want
Baker's
Nyla
gonna take
to
it.
win because I
You
think she's
can't really
cool as
let
shit.
Nyla Rose
She's really
dictate
cool.
the match. You got to find out.
Sure.
They're both gonna team
I
up
think
on
I
her.
think they're gonna make it look like Nyla's gonna win, and
No,
then
wait, no, yeah,
well,
no.
Britt's a good. They're all good
Yeah.
guys. Well, Nyla's healed, so
No.
yeah, they're gonna make
Yeah,
it look like
Nyla's
Nyla's and she
taking
does
the
it.
pin there.
Fall type pinball.
Adam Page versus John Moxley.
Yeah, I think that's
We're
what
not gonna go
Richard
there
is.
yet. Kenny Omega, Chris Jericho.
Oh, guys, I don't
You
even
can't jump
know.
straight to the main.
Yeah, that's the main event.
Oh, is it? All right. Well, then
Yeah,
best
yeah.
friends versus Angelico and Jake Evans.
Best friend.
Best
Oh.
friends is Beretta and Chucky
Chuck
T.
Taylor.
Oh,
Yeah, sweet
time
Chucky
out,
T.
time out.
Awful waffle.
Interference for this one.
Mhm.
Bea Presley.
Oh,
Osprey's
yeah, they
girlfriend.
did sign her.
Who?
Bea. It's BEA, so I don't know if it's B or BA.
Whose girlfriend is it?
Osprey.
Will
Will
Ospreay. She's really good. She just wrestled in Stardom. And she
I
won
don't
the title
think
and she
so,
lost the back.
because-
there could be your interference.
Because
That's-
they have
yeah.
what's her name from Impact signed there too.
Who?
Oh, Allie. Allie signed
Oh,
there
Allie's
too.
there. Yeah, Allie is there too. So,
so there's definitely
Yeah, there's more
possibility.
girls
Yeah,
that can interfere.
there's no real.
Plus all the Japanese girls.
See, there's no
Yeah.
significance to this match though. Why would you interfere in it?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, why would you come out?
It's just a
To announce-
three-way. It's just a
to announce a new signee.
yeah, it's shop.
No, if they're gonna do that,
Whatever.
if they're gonna do that, they're gonna cut a promo for that because you have all the time in the world. to
Maybe
do it on your
after
own
that.
show.
Let's say Britt Baker wins and then
She
so-and-so
gets
comes
attacked
out.
afterwards.
Yeah.
So I don't count that.
So I would say no.
Can we
Yeah, that
add
counts as
a subcategory to the Young Bucks one? And does Matt sell his back?
Yes.
Yes,
Even though he doesn't really do that to him.
but yeah, I got Pentagon making the pin there on
I'm
Matt.
gonna say Phoenix pins.
I said
Let's
Phoenix.
say Phoenix
pins
pins,
Matt.
man.
All right. So best friends versus Angelico and Jake Evans. Give me who's best friends again?
Chuck Taylor.
Chuck Taylor.
And Trent Beretta.
Yeah.
Chuck Taylor. I
Chuck
love
Taylor's
Chuck
finishing
Taylor.
Chuck
move is
Taylor's
an
funny.
awful waffle.
Yeah, it's a reverse Michinoku driver.
All right.
I'm gonna say best friends.
I would go best friends as well.
Right.
A lot of these guys I don't know, so I'm going.
You're going against Angelico.
Jack
And-
Evans.
Yeah.
Angelico is your
Helico.
guy.
I love Angelico.
Jack Evans could do a 630.
Yes, Jack Evans can break dance, do a 630. I mean,
And-
he's just a freak.
and he's gonna take the pin.
Ooh.
Cody versus Dustin.
You're going before all of us even get to even.
I gotta
finish,
say,
right?
Cody has to win. I would think.
I'm going Cody as well.
So I'm going for all right. So for the best friends match, I'm going at Helico.
Fall type pinfall submission. That's
I'm gonna say Chucky T makes the pin, but Jack Evans is gonna be the scapegoat in that match. Cody and Dustin.
I could see best friends turning on each other after that.
Really?
Yeah, I get. They gotta keep them together.
Yeah, because
They
they brought
do.
them in for the tag team
Totally,
purposes
yeah.
only.
Right.
So Cody Dustin. I say
Ooh.
Cody wins pinfall because Cody don't have no submissions. Near falls 6.
Wow.
Match
5.
time. They're gonna get a long time. I'm gonna go 19 minutes.
You're going long.
Yeah.
I can see them.
Interference.
I say no.
No, who would come out?
Nobody. There's no reason
Their
to.
sister. You know?
Yeah.
The ghost of Dusty Rhodes, the atomic elbows, both of them for wrestling each
They,
other.
they could come down. Maybe it gets like really brutal and like Dustin's bleeding
Yeah.
profusely. Both
And
guys.
Brandy comes out or something.
Yeah.
Or DDP.
Well, Dustin's already rocking that red face paint, so
Yeah, exactly. So maybe like someone does. Come
All right,
out
so let's
and
go
say,
to the-
like,
let's-
hold up. We should stop.
It's the
Yeah.
Hangman.
Let's go Hangman.
Oh my God.
So-
You guys are flying through this.
Well,
I don't know how you do
That's
it.
what we did last time. We
That's
just kind of,
fair.
we just kind of ran through
Well, we
it.
can go back and talk
Yeah,
about
we'll go back and you can adjust stuff
All
because a lot of this.
Well, we
this-
got to finish the casino battle royal, but I think we might be better off doing that off camera.
a
Yeah.
lot of the stuff too. I don't really want to put out there exactly what we put, or
Right.
maybe even not know what each other put. So this way,
Okay.
there's just some disparity.
I'm gonna say Hangman wins, even if it is
It's
even
Paige.
If it is
Paige is winning.
Dean Ambrose that comes out. Near falls 6. Match time. I'm gonna leave this one 15 because who knows?
I don't even know if that's going to be a match.
Because what if it's not a match? Pac still comes and they just have a brawl. That's what I think that
Yeah.
could very possibly happen.
Well, I'm picking Hangman to win anyways.
Yep,
Yeah,
Hangman's
that's what I'll
winning.
say.
8 near falls, match time,
I say
16
yeah.
minutes.
You know what? If it's a like Extreme Rules type of match and it is John Moxley, I'll go out. on it. I'll
If you
say
guys are new
Moxley.
to it, while we're going through this,
Well,
thank you guys.
Put TBA there, whoever.
Yeah.
whoever
Thank you
does it.
guys so
Yes.
much for tuning in, and also please hit that subscribe button. Help us get those numbers up. And if there's anything in the chat, guys, we have a live chat going on right now. Put it in there. Let's hear it.
I mean, if you got something you want to say or something you might say differently than us, how you would score this, please. By all means.
In the chat, I want to hear. Let's talk. Who's fighting Paige that night? Who's your picks that's coming out?
Mhm.
In the casino, there's 4 people that can come out. So put in
Yeah.
the chat who you guys think those 4 are. All right, now
It's us
Well,
four.
what they say, the Joker
the
is
Tornado Tag
Me, I'm
podcast
going,
is
I'm
coming
going.
out.
Oh, yeah,
brother.
we're going under the wild card rule that we only count as one.
All right.
Yeah,
There we
yeah,
go.
oh God.
And I'm gonna reverse Joey Ryan's
Penis splash.
penis
flex.
flex with my mouth.
Oh God.
Oh, good for you.
No, there you go. Shove his hand up your ass like Ciampa does, like ah.
Bite down.
Yeah.
All right,
Oh,
here you go. Here's a dream match.
Oh, a girl. A girl
Ron-
has to come out in the battle royal.
Ryan versus
Oh,
Venus.
That's true.
Val Venus comes back to
Oh,
AEW
God.
and it's Joey Ryan versus Val
That'd be
Venus.
awesome. But have you seen Val
they-
Venus lately?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's
And
Janela's girl?
they lock up.
Penelope Ford.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
could come down.
Yeah, she's gonna come out and she's gonna, because they're not dating in real life, they're gonna split them up in the show.
Yeah.
There you
So
go.
maybe that's how he gets eliminated.
All right.
There we
So
go.
Main event time.
Alpha versus Omega.
Part 2.
I'm going Jericho.
Yeah, that's what Richard has, and I'm
Fight before
That
the
makes
match.
sense.
I'm saying Kenny. Not because he gotta put himself over, but because they want him to be first champ.
Yeah. Near falls.
You gotta go high.
Yeah. Because this is going to be
8
fall
or
after
10,
fall.
8, and we're on least match time. I'm gonna go 35 minutes.
Really?
Wow.
wow.
I thought
That's
they
how
were.
I think they want a little bit longer at Wrestle
No,
Kingdom.
I'm gonna level it off at 30 because 30 sounds like a good number to finish for the main event.
Fight before match.
You
I'm
said
gonna say
29.
no. Jericho's not attacking because he has a cool entrance plan because he said that on his podcast.
Will
How about
there
Jericho's
be
new
blood?
finisher? He's debuting.
Yeah, the Juice
A
Effect, the
sp- a
spinning
spinning
elbow.
back spinning elbow.
Which I'm like, kind of lame, but like, well, still Kenny's V trigger.
Well, I mean,
It's just a jumping knee.
I mean, John Cena brought out that wushu fist of doom.
Oh, that was retarded.
Yeah.
And
Well,
but, I
I'm
mean,
trying
a
to
lot of
think
people
of
have them
something.
set up. Like he's like finished, but
Jericho originally, or like when he came back with like the light up jacket and stuff, he wanted to debut a sliding forearm
Really?
as his new finisher.
Wow.
Did it on like one show like before and said, "Fuck this, I'm not doing it. That's awful."
And then it came out with the code breaker.
Yeah,
like,
which-
I like this better.
which
I don't think there'll
at
be
first
blood
I hate
here.
the code breaker, but I'm like, yeah,
I
Now
like it.
everyone uses it.
yeah.
Like
I-
everyone.
Just a
uses
bunch of
it.
girls that you do it too. I'm just
What
saying,
am I-
yes, there is blood.
Are you going blood?
Yeah, I said
Will there be blood?
All right. I like it.
Well, considering the last 2 times they fought, there has to be some kind of bloodshed.
raining.
Now here's something: does Kenny win? Does someone come out? Because in New Japan, usually when the main event, somebody comes out. It's a challenge.
Maybe the winner of
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Battle
the winner,
Royal
yeah.
will come out and get face to face with them.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah,
point,
I
like
can see
Ronda
that.
Rousey.
Yeah, I think Jericho
Jushin
wins.
Thunder Liger for the Battle
Do they
Royal.
throw a swerve and 21's like? Well, it's not Okada because he's champion.
Jushin Thunder Liger.
Because all the main event New Japan guys have the tour off because they're not juniors. So I'm like, ooh, Liger might. I can
Who's
see
the
that.
eyeball dude?
Tanahashi.
Naito. What if Naito came? That'd be awesome.
Oh wow, that'd be nuts.
That'd be a definite swerve for everything.
If any New Japan guy comes out that's big, win immediately.
Maybe
If it's Naito,
Rocky
if it's
and then I
Kota,
think Omega's winning.
if it's
Here
Kota
you go.
Ibushi
Here you
and
go.
Kota Ibushi versus Kenny Omega,
Rocky Romero.
Here's your
maybe?
four. Here could be
no,
four.
he's in the best juice.
Here's a fourth thing that you can do because at the end of the day, no matter how you slice this pie, the very first time this pay-per-view has ever happened with
Mhm.
All In, it happened because of New Japan and Ring of Honor.
Mhm. Yeah, help them out.
So
It's
if-
gonna happen.
if you want to take down the Titan, which is WWE, and they're doing a pretty good job themselves by shooting themselves in the foot, what if your 4 entrances is your Kabuta? And what if the other one they throw?
Kabuta.
No,
Kabuta.
well,
The tractor.
Ibushi.
not
The tractor
Kabuta.
comes
No,
out.
Kabuta.
Kota Ibushi.
Ibushi. I don't know
Kota
Japanese names,
Ibushi.
but Ibushi comes out. He's one of your guys, or the eyeball dude,
Yeah, Naito.
Naito, and then Jay,
Naito does have a
Jay
bone to
Lethal
pick.
shows up as one of your 4,
That'd be awesome. Yeah.
and then they make a clear stance going into their TV
we're
deal
working with ROH.
that
yeah.
you think it's cool you have a wild card rule.
Yeah,
We have a wild card rule with 2 other
That's
promotions.
fair.
but we don't call wild cards.
Yeah,
So the reason, but
and they could call it something to be funny, like a wild card,
Yeah,
because
because
they're
it's
in
on poker
Vegas.
theme.
so
Yeah.
the blackjack mulligan rule.
Yeah.
And they can make a joke of WWE, but like, oh, you think it's cute that you can cross people between shows? We cross people between promotions,
Right. Yeah.
and then that
that'd
could
be
be the ultimate like nail
How
in the
long
coffin.
Can you actually do that though? Like, is it going to be possible to actually compete with everybody's schedules the right way?
Well, you only do it. You don't have to do it every week.
Yeah, no.
Just do it here and there.
But it leaves the door wide open.
Yeah.
that it could always happen.
You never know. A New Japan.
You
guy
never
could
know.
come. A New Japan guy could come.
Thank you so much, Jay. Thank you.
See, the Young Bucks are good friends with Okada,
Yeah.
and so
Okada's
Kenny's
the
Jay, is this your first time turning in?
What if they get Suzuki
I
to
think-
come out?
I think
Oh,
wasn't
or
it?
Ishii?
Yeah.
Wasn't it
Goodbye.
Okada who kind of gave the blessing to the Bucks at New Japan, like saying, "You guys go do what you do."
And
Yeah.
and all of the elite, they did the honorable thing by leaving those companies and going out on their back. Not one of them left with a win.
No, nobody.
So they all show that we're willing to work with you if you work with us.
yeah.
Well, almost all of them were in a
The,
title
the
match.
only
Yeah,
one
they
who's
lost,
not
yeah.
playing, the
Yeah.
only one who's not playing ball in all this is Puck.
Yeah.
Right.
So I don't know, man. That's
Now, does this not necessarily saying he's a great performer, no hands down, but is this kind of saying like his attitude truly does suck about this?
maybe.
I mean,
See, if I was
you're a
allowed to-
champion for a promotion in Japan.
Yeah. What does it
But your
matter?
title has nothing to do with this match.
Yeah.
Right.
His image does.
Yeah. Which I get if it was like the 80s.
God forbid the champions lose every day.
Come on.
Then not necessarily saying you're going to lose your title. but
I'm
you'll
just saying
lose.
if you want Japan to really get the eyes on an American product, if one of your guys, like all eyes are on Double or Nothing as a wrestling promotion, especially with WWE doing what they've been doing.
If I was Dragon Gate, like, no, you go there and you do whatever they tell you.
Exactly.
Because the Dragon Gate title will be on. People like
100%.
from Dragon Gate. You can subscribe to Dragon Gate here and watch Dragon Gate.
And I'm
Right.
sure
and now they're
AEW
gonna say nothing.
Yeah, I'm sure AEW would have done that too.
Yeah.
Like you like the superstar who just came in and put an amazing match
Oh
on.
my God.
check him out at Dragon Gate.
He's the Dragon Gate champion.
Because even in like New Japan, they mention WWE
Yeah.
all the time. It's not like
they mention
that.
every yeah.
I think that's a
I gotta pick a winner for that battle royal. I gotta look at the list.
So
We'll
back
get
to
to
that.
that.
To be announced.
So
Well-
Richard's reasoning for that on an episode of Being the Elite, they gave Luchasaurus a card, and it said, and Nick said, we're already fully
Yeah.
booked, and Matt goes, we'll just take out Elgin or something.
Oh yeah, he did say that.
So that is very clever reasoning for why Elgin will win this.
yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah, but how's that
everyone
going
gets
to
a
work
card,
if
and
he
then
signed with Impact?
whoever gets the ace or whoever gets the Joker
The Joker is
yeah.
entrant 21.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I like that's cool. Even it's
Well, the number 21 comes out and it's a big name.
the Joker.
It's like
Sting. It's
It's
Joker Sting.
it's lethal or it's one of those guys.
It has to be
And to
somebody.
be funny, he's like, oh, what card does he have? And he's like, and it's like the wild card. And he goes, oh,
No, yeah,
Joker.
yeah.
Like-
yeah. It's a Uno.
it's a wild card Uno. Yeah.
Mm.
So Jay, thank you so much for tuning in. Your first time watching. We
He
definitely
turns the
appreciate
card
that.
around and says draw 4.
Yeah, I would 100% if I was using this card deal and using the
Why
Vegas
not
thing.
take a shot?
You
yeah.
got to take a shot at the wild card thing.
Wait, there you go. You got it. Here, everybody, pick your card, and the card's like blank on the backside,
Yeah.
and they're like, "What is this?" And he turns around, the draw 4 is like, "Wrong deck, Matt."
Yeah.
Wait, do you think Jericho inserts himself into the Battle Royale?
No.
Just to
No, that's too much.
No.
Because then he'd wrestle himself.
Yeah.
You know what?
If you want.
You know what I was kind of hoping for
He's-
secretly before Ziggler showed up on
there you go,
SmackDown.
yeah.
I was like, man, maybe he found a way out.
He needs a refreshing.
Jericho wrestles himself with
He
all
comes out.
I'll tell you what,
1,001 moves.
I hate to go back to
He's number
SmackDown,
4.
but my God, did
Hold
Kofi
number
take
1.
some?
Armbar.
Kofi took some vicious shots with that chair,
Yeah.
and when he stomped on it, Kofi was still in that.
Yeah.
yeah, I was nervous about that.
It looked good, but it's
It
like,
looked
very
real
good.
good, and I loved Ziggler's promo,
really
like
I just
where he looked like he was about to cry.
Yeah.
Because if you really want to go to a superstar who's been jumping through hoops just as much as Kofi, you're looking at it with Ziggler.
I think they just ruined him so much.
They
Yeah,
have.
I kind of thought it was.
I think in my eyes he's ruined to the point where he has to leave and go back.
And I don't know how I feel
Everybody
about.
set button.
I don't know how I feel about the Kevin Owens being the crybaby and walking away
Yeah,
again.
that's stupid.
I don't know. I hate when they like Kevin Owens is so talented,
Yeah.
and he finally came back as like a fighter, and I'm like, cool, we're getting a badass Kevin, and now he's like, boo-hoo, you made fun of me, I'm
Yeah,
walking away.
Yeah, that's dumb.
Not a fan
Well,
of that.
look at the last time that they tried to fire Dolph. He made one of those fake things saying, well, if I'm going to go somewhere, I'm going to be appreciated. And then it was like him with a picture of Impact in the back and said, Nick Ziggy Nemeth signs with Impact Wrestling. He made that and put it out there. And like everyone's like, oh my God, Dolph really left and went to Impact. And it's like,
Dolph would be. Could you imagine like Dolph and
John Morrison.
and John Morrison matches? Oh my God, that'd be amazing.
what are the odds that he might be there?
Ooh.
Because he has an
Morrison.
open-ended contract that he
Oh,
can
yeah,
work
that's
with any
right.
company he wants.
Is he still in Impact?
Yeah, I think he's.
He
no,
just lost the Impact Heavyweight title to Brian Cage.
Yeah, Brian Cage.
What about
And that's where Elgin came
Trick
in.
Austin Aries?
Ooh.
Nah.
I think he's too much of a break. They're like, we don't want to.
Yeah,
don't want
he's-
to deal with it.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. Austin Aries is one of my favorite performers to watch, but he's right up there with Pac. I'm like,
Yeah, I was just about to say,
your
if Pac's
attitude
not showing
fucking
up, he's not
sucks.
showing up.
All right, so here's
And I love Austin.
we're not
Aries.
going to wrap here. We're still going to talk and have some fun here. But I want, since we got some people viewing, and we truly, truly appreciate that, we need a topic for next week.
Other than reviewing this show.
Yeah, so we're going to start the show off by talking Raw and SmackDown, and then doing our papers here. So if you want to play along, you go to ProWrestlingScorecards.com, download the paper, and if you send us a photo of your paper before first bell time, we will enter you in for the thing, and you can play along with us.
And we have been talking in our group chat, and if you just happen to outscore one of us, we might have a nice surprise for you.
If you're talking about what we talked
I
about in
don't
the group
think
chat,
No, that's. But we could like work something out. Like, hey, you get this for this week.
No.
You get a picture of it.
Yeah, you get a
And
picture
no.
of it. Like, you get this for
Oh,
this week.
even
No.
picture
Yeah,
of
yeah,
it.
yeah.
No,
We're
that's-
not shipping it anywhere.
No,
Yeah.
it stays here.
So what we're talking, what we're thinking about doing, we're
The
An
winner
empty
has
chair.
to. The winner has to.
If you're here's the thing, we'll do this. If you're a local guy, or girl, and you are a fan of the show, and if you win a pin that week and you're local, we're gonna get a title made. The title, we're getting a championship title, a Tornado Tag Podcast Championship
For
made.
the pick'em.
For the pick'ems, and it also will be. It will travel with us. If we go to an indie show, we may bring our Tornado Tag Podcast Championship with it, and you can get a picture with the title.
Like promotion.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like
There
if
we
I'm
go.
playing bass at Goodfellas,
And now we
wear it on.
have our wrestling promotion, IWEP.
the TTP title is part of the IWEP
Oh, God.
network. Yeah.
There we go.
It sounds so good.
Well, I
IWEP.
like that Valhalla Visions title.
Yeah. And we could I didn't even think of that, but that's something we're looking at doing is making our own title.
I mean, I'm sorry,
but if you were a local guy and you win a pick'em, you can come and sit at the table, and that could be like a prize. Like, hey, you can come and join the podcast. For
I
a
mean,
night.
if I win and there's an Outbreak show that weekend, I will be wearing that title the whole time.
Oh, 100%.
At the Outbreak table.
Well, you better be ready to defend it then. If
Yeah.
you bring a title somewhere, you
Yeah.
got to be ready
Tell
to
that to
defend it.
Sabal and Dirtbag Den. They won't even give me a shot at the IOWA title. Like,
I've
come on.
seen that. There's little palm trees on.
Yeah. I mean, granted, their rules are it has to be defended on an island or somewhere near a body of water. I will wrestle you in a pool. I will put like a pirate flag and a plank on the ring if I have to. I want that championship. I want my match.
And maybe we can come up with some cool things where maybe we can get a T-shirt or something. We'll get it out to you if you play along too.
Quit dunking me, Sabal.
Yeah, so that'll be something that we can work out. So if you want to play along, go to Pro Wrestling Scorecards. Put in the chat right now. Give us some topics. We need some things to talk about next week. It could be anything. Give us some homework to do. Maybe you say, hey, we want you guys to research this wrestler or give us like a top 5 list. We'll give you. It could be any topic. We're open to anything.
Takeover 25 is 2 weeks away.
2 weeks away. Yep.
That should be pretty good.
The only thing that Pro Wrestling Scorecards, I was kind of, so here's another thing too we can talk about. So Pro Wrestling Scorecards, I actually messaged them and I says, hey, you guys do a really cool thing. I like the papers. We're going to start playing them on our podcast. We played a couple of them without being on the podcast. We had a really good time with them. They're gonna call in. We're gonna work out a situation where they're gonna call into the show, and we're gonna meet the creators of the Pro Wrestling Scorecards, and they're gonna give us a little origin story of how they came about this and how they come up with papers. There's only one card they said this year they are not touching.
People, right?
For
that battle royal, only 4, right?
yeah,
4. So there's the
showdown.
they're not doing the showdown.
I don't blame them.
They
I ain't watching it.
they're not doing a paper for Saudi Arabia shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You can't
Now
blame
for
that's
Takeover
ridiculous.
25, are we gonna have 5 really long 30-minute matches, or are we actually gonna have a full NXT pay-per-view where it's like
I think it will be
3 hours of very solid NXT?
I would say
matches?
2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would keep the formula, the 4 or 5 matches thing. I like it.
Well,
Yeah.
even the standard at 5 matches at 30 minutes each, you're still looking at almost 3 hours.
Yeah, during SmackDown when they did the Velveteen Dream commercial for NXT, I thought it was a call-up vignette, and I was like, no way.
Yeah.
I got really.
He was
excited.
almost like fangirling here, almost streaming in his pants.
Oh, no,
Like,
that
oh
was
my God,
during,
the
that
dream's
was
finally
that
coming.
was during Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
They did the vignette for NXT, and I thought it was a call-up video. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
it's
that was
happening.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
However, we've seen how Ricochet and Aleister Black hasn't even wrestled yet, but whatever, it's fine. Buddy Murphy still hasn't wrestled
Yeah, what a
yet.
waste. Hey, let's waste people.
Really funny video with Aleister Black online. Selena Vega's being all cute, and she's like, "Hey, look at me, I'm pretty." And Xavier Woods walks behind her. And he's like, "Hey," and he started looking at her, and then he goes, "Oh shit!" And Aleister Black's
Is he
standing behind her.
smirking?
Yeah, Aleister Black's like there. Yeah, don't bring your girls around Xavier.
No.
Yeah.
Oh
Mr.
no.
Steel
Or title
girl.
belts for that matter.
That wasn't him who just desecrated the title. That was Brian Maddox. We think.
He's such a
Oh,
weird
yeah.
guy.
We don't know.
Whatever happened to him?
Brad Maddox?
Remember he was gonna be Mad Braddock of the Indies, and he never
Well,
was
listen,
on the
in my eyes, the guy's the champ.
Listen, I remember he came down to an NXT house show, came out to CM Punk's theme, CM Punk's gear, and cut a really good promo, and then they did absolutely nothing with him.
Really?
Oh, boy.
Yep.
I thought when they were doing the Dolph Ziggler thing where he was coming out to music, it would have been genius. If he would have came out to Cold Personality.
Oh, okay, yeah, that would have been great.
Could you, if he did it in Chicago,
What
if
if
you want
they-
to talk about heel heat,
Yeah.
that would have been gold.
If they do a double or nothing and some like bad guy comes out there, that's big heat.
MJF.
Yeah, if MJF comes out there,
What are the odds that CM Punk shows up in that hoodie and mask and comes out as like
0.
You don't think
El
he shows? You
Luchador.
don't think he shows up at all?
If he shows up there, it'll be like CM Punk is here. Like I don't not wrestle, but like CM, like special guest.
You get
CM
him in the
Punk
battle
here.
royals like El Luchador.
No way.
Chico.
Chico.
I'm writing down my 4 mystery people here.
What a mark.
CM
What a
Punk.
mark.
If
Entrance 21.
if they're gonna get him to wrestle, he'll wrestle Hangman.
Phil
I mean, come on.
Brooks.
If you talk him into wrestling, we would have him wrestle Hangman. That would make sense.
See, the only upside to him is
Jericho
that his
versus
name is
Punk.
trademarked.
Yeah, that'd be
Omega versus Punk.
Yeah, make Punk versus
telling
the
you.
entire roster.
Oh, he's doing commentary at an MMA fight that night,
yeah,
which is
yeah,
correct.
yeah.
So,
Yeah,
way to ruin his
thank
Marcus.
you.
I'm trying to think who else. I'm gonna write down my 4 mystery people. In
All
the
right, so
back.
here I want to talk about this real quick. This is a topic that I wanted to bring up. All right, so who was the biggest signing so far of AEW? Now,
Jericho.
I agree. That would be my pick.
Yeah.
Now, I'm just saying, if you're trying to break into the American market, obviously, if you're an indie guy, Kenny Omega was the biggest signing, one of the biggest stars
And
that
the
everybody
Bucks,
was that everyone was looking for. But I think Jericho is your star power,
Yeah, definitely.
especially if you're trying to get that away from the WWE crowd and you're trying to make a little bit of wave.
Honestly, I think they need to lock down the Lucha Brothers. If you
They
get
did.
both,
They did.
They did.
they're still working for.
Yeah, they're
AAA.
allowed to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
but
the
I'm
cool.
saying like they need to like find a way to like exclusively.
Yeah,
lock
I
them
don't
down.
No, don't be exclusive. I think that's what they're trying to break away from the wrestling business.
Yeah.
Like
That's-
why would we lock you in and not let you make money somewhere else?
Hear me out though. Like you can work wherever you want to work. Just don't overdo it anywhere else. Like we want you to be our guys. Like dangle the Vince money at them. Like because honestly, Pentagon and Phoenix are probably 2 of the best performers in the world right now that don't get enough.
Pentagon
credit.
is a beast.
So why not let them promote themselves and then also
Yeah.
promote AEW
AEW
everywhere else?
superstars.
Yeah, exactly.
I think
No,
that- I
I
think
would
they'll
let
be
them
allowed
do
to.
that.
Honestly, like I think it's really cool. One of the coolest parts about AEW right now is like when people were at this one house show and Kenny Omega showed up at a house show
Yeah,
with
yeah,
Jericho.
holy shit.
Like Kenny Omega and Jericho had a stare off at a
Yeah.
fucking house show
Yeah.
that no one knew about who they are.
Right.
Could you imagine that Outbreak? Like they're just like, hey, all of us, and then Nyla Rose's music hits, and she comes out. I mean, there was really no female superstar.
Yeah, or to make it all at the same level, it's I'm wrestling. Seth Rollins comes out. It's like,
Right.
what is Seth Rollins doing here?
Yeah, and I think that's a cool thing. And at AEW, or like Cody Rhodes comes walking out, and he's like, you know what? Yam's the working man. We had our eye on you.
Yeah.
I want to announce, ladies and gentlemen, right here, that your
Well, that's-
intimidated
yeah.
title is going to be featured on AEW this week.
Yeah, something like that.
That would, like, and honestly, and I think they're about doing stuff like that because that makes you want to go to those PPWs,
Yeah.
those
And again-
Outbreak, those true wrestlings.
And it builds up the good morale and that
Yes.
overall.
Now, are they going to break down that barrier again and start having intergender matches?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
Because I think it's been few and far between.
I think
and
they want to get
the
Joe.
whole domestic violence thing, yes, it's a problem. But I'm sorry, you're in the professional wrestling business.
My favorite
intergender matches used to be some of the big time
assault
matches.
is a crime too, but every match is technically assault.
Yeah.
You know.
And my thing is one of my favorite things about Lucha Underground. Now, once again, I am a mark. Like I was a WWE mark during the whole Attitude Era. I refused to watch WCW. I did watch ECW though. That one was tough not to watch. It was something. It was so different. But like I never watched Impact. I never watched TNA. I'm a WWE guy.
There was a time when Impact was real good.
Yeah. I
Impact
just
in the beginning was phenomenal. No
I
pun
think from like
intended.
2000
no pun intended.
2005 to about 2009.
this is the first time where I'm literally saying like I'm excited for something else. I'm excited for a different
Me too.
promotion. You know what I mean?
I all the best for it.
and I think it makes for good television. I'm pumped for it.
So my fourth,
Okay.
Virgil.
Oh,
because he
come
has the
on.
whole thing. And here's the thing:
Oh
Joey
my
Janela
God.
had that show, and Starman from NES was in it, and then he got to the Final Four, took off the mask, it was Virgil.
$1 Million man. Everybody's got a price.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of more.
And if you're gonna talk about someone who will do anything for money, Virgil will come out and do whatever they want, and they'll be like, "Virgil,
That would be
Virgil,
hilarious.
yeah."
That would be fucking.
Because
hilarious.
Virgil comes out in like the NWO.
He can
shirt
have a
or
couple
something.
throwaways.
I can
you
see
know.
Excalibur just going wild for
Yeah.
it.
Which one of the announcers makes it
Virgil.
into the ring?
Oh,
I don't-
Is Josh Barnett?
No, he's not there.
It's
He's
actually
Jim Ross and
Jim Ross
Excalibur
ain't
are
that
the two main.
Yeah, and what's it, Alex Marquez or something? He's apparently
I
he
don't know
did
who he
football
is.
or he did something, basketball. Something.
Who? All right. So they kicked around ideas of possible legends going to AEW. They were talking about Goldberg for a while, and then
Yeah.
Goldberg got snatched up for Saudi Arabia. Who do you think would be now? I mean, obviously Dean Ambrose is pretty much on the path.
Yeah.
I'm not sold on it yet, though. I mean,
I
honestly,
mean, if he doesn't get there now, he'll get there
he's still
eventually.
followed by WBE on all social media accounts.
We
can't
say Dean Ambrose anymore. It's John Moxley.
Renee is still there, and
Yeah.
a lot of superstars have been tweeting at John Moxley.
Yeah.
Bray
It's
Wyatt.
like,
So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe
I personally would like to see Randy Orton in AEW. I think that would be very, very.
that would be huge. That would be a
Fresh
huge
coat of
signing.
paint.
That would
you
be a
know?
huge signing.
Yeah.
And it would be interesting because
Somebody's-
he talks
eventually
so
people
much
are
Now with
Jump
shit.
ship.
WWE, let him use his own name in AEW. I mean,
Yeah, you can't copyright a guy's name. It's just legal name.
Yeah.
Like Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle's Kurt Angle wherever he goes.
I mean, Randy Orton would be a huge signing.
Mm-hmm.
I think if AJ does not re-sign,
Yeah.
well, he's already made it very clear that
not resigning.
he's not resigning.
Yeah.
After
Which I don't
this.
blame because if
He
he
has
let's say he
nothing
signed a
else.
5-year deal, he'd be 46.
he has some really good matches that he can do there, so they better cash him in now.
Yeah.
Like,
Like they just did the Seth match. Which
Yeah, that was big for them because
Yeah.
a lot of people called for that.
yeah, I would do AJ. I would do AJ Ricochet. I would have that happen. I would do AJ Black.
Yeah.
AJ Black.
that match. I want to see AJ Cedric again.
You could do AJ and Finn again.
When
Yeah.
did they do Adrian Cedric?
That way it was an indie match.
AJ
Like, I've
Kofi.
seen it before, but
Yeah, there's a lot of potential there, but I think AJ ends his career in AEW, and I think he
Why
ends,
not?
and he, and he
Is
ends
that
it,
New Japan.
and he ends it against Kenny. That would be
Yeah, he's gonna put someone over.
if WWE wants to try and compete with something like this, they really need to say screw the PG thing and take their
Just
foot
go
off the brake.
TV 13.
But here's the thing.
It's not even TV 13.
I
It's
don't think that's going to make a single
It
difference.
doesn't make a
well, no,
difference.
they got to take
booking
the
still
foot off the
sucks.
brake and be like, okay,
No, they have to.
We-
They have to release the Vince McMahon e-break that is stalling
Yeah,
the
yeah.
entire show.
they got to let
that's
the
it.
cruiserweights do what they do and have solid matches. They got to take away some of the
But
banned move
that
list.
isn't PG.
Yeah, no,
not
that's
rated.
not at all. That's
And
that's just
here's the thing.
not booking.
I mean, they
wrestling.
just-
Wrestling in the '80s until like '95, super PG.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
wonderful.
Yeah.
The Mega Powers Explode was awesome. Nobody cursed.
96 to 2004.
Nobody said slut. Nobody. There was not much blood. So, you know.
I don't know. I think the shock value, like I'm not like when I was a kid, obviously it was cute. I don't need blood anymore. I don't need
Neither
head.
do I.
I don't need head chair shots.
I like
don't
blood.
need.
Unlimited blood.
I don't
Or,
need. I don't need.
swearing.
I don't need fuck shit
Not
damn
Ric
piss
Flair
cunt
all
on
over the
TV.
ring.
I don't need that on TV.
I mean, we already hear ass like
they've
yeah,
been saying ass a lot.
800 times,
And that's okay. I think ass is okay.
and it's the worst.
It's like-
just
It's like when
dumb.
a fourth grader is like, "I'm going to say my first bad word."
Yeah.
It's just like it's.
But when
still-
you're like you're heated and like, I'm gonna kick your butt.
yeah,
Who says that?
Like,
who says that?
Give some of the moves back. Give Joe the Muscle Buster. Take some of the banned moves and be like, okay, we can
But
you
work
just
with
gotta
this.
stay healthy.
Even
I
if you
think.
have those though, like if the booking shit is still the shit.
Yeah, no, it
and you
doesn't
win one
matter.
week and you lose the next. then
Yeah.
it doesn't. There's no cohesive
But
storyline.
here's the reality of it. Also, besides the whole Vince McMahon thing, the worst part of wrestling, especially when it comes to the wrestling side of things, is the certain fans. The fan base is dog shit.
Some,
It's
some are
fickle.
assholes.
It is very fickle. Like,
And no matter what,
realistically,
fickle.
AEW can literally give every fan exactly what they wanted,
there'll be some guy
and
who
they will
says-
still bitch about
Some
it.
guy like, what? That match was too long. That match was too short. Or,
Oh, really? You're gonna do something stupid and gimmicky like that, and you're gonna do 400 super kicks?
I'm
going back to New Japan. Yeah, I'm a New Japan now. AEW sold out.
Like, I
It's
still like
coming.
WWE.
It's coming.
and then if you read the forums, there's some guys that say AEW's going to fail and no one can beat WWE. And it's like, well, can't you
That
just
is
watch
very
both?
true. Pop said
Yeah.
AJ's last match will be Baron Corbin.
No, God.
Please, no.
You know, probably they are
What's
very
wrong with
high.
your dad going out there on a
He's,
limb with
he
that?
honestly is really not a terrible.
I
In
think
WWE.
I think he is
It-
terrible.
yeah.
yeah.
I
I
think
don't-
he's gotten worse.
I've seen him
Since
do some
NXT?
really cool moves.
Yeah, his Team
recently.
6 is cool.
No. He does this move where it's like he like lifts someone above his head and has their arm tucked, and then like releases their arm so that they spin a
like
lot.
this, like into a face buster.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
they spin
That is
out.
cool. But
They're very high on him.
I mean,
He has some of the better entrance music too.
But here's the thing.
I honestly don't mind him.
Okay, he's tall.
I don't mind him.
Why push this guy when he's a 5 when you have Ricochet, Aleister Black?
Oh
that are
no,
all
I
10s?
totally agree.
Why
And-
push shitty guys or even a guy that's okay?
And look at the guy
when
you
you
have
guys
standing
that are
directly
great?
to his left, and Drew McIntyre. Drew
Yeah.
McIntyre's getting shit on again.
And Drew's much better than
Here's
than,
here's the biggest thing you have
Where?
to do. The biggest thing you have to do is you have to
Oh.
break that stigmata that little guys can't beat big guys.
yeah.
And if they do
But
beat
that's
them,
it.
it can't be quick roll up bullshit wins.
Yeah.
Honestly, one of my favorite things about Shawn Michaels growing up is he beat the big guys.
Yeah,
and he
Vader.
and he made he made a fight
Diesel,
out of it.
Yeah.
It's
Sid.
like Sid, you know what I mean? Like
Undertaker?
yeah, like he took a beating, but like he was resilient, and
Yeah.
that's what made Shawn kind of special at that time when he was a face. Ricochet can do that. Ricochet can be that guy.
Ricochet's been losing
Adam
left and
Cole can
right.
be that
yeah.
guy. Like there's so many super talented guys that are.
Oh,
Come on, really?
I've been here all day.
that was super loud.
But that I mean, that can happen. Like Vince has to step back and be like, all right,
No,
run,
you just gotta step out.
do
Yeah.
your
Or at
thing.
least say, I'll do Raw, you do SmackDown, or like, and just to see.
No, because I don't think he wants to see.
Yeah,
I think there's too much ego there. He's either got to be completely removed, or we're still going to see this problem.
yeah, which is it's terrible.
And
He's the
I
one
don't
that's making
think
it bad.
Fox is going to have it. Like if Vince is basically going to tell Fox, "Look, I'm still in charge. You're footing the bill for the show, but I'm still in charge."
Right.
Fox ain't going to hear that. Fox isn't going to want to hear that.
No, not at all.
They're going to be like, "Okay, well, you can go back to USA.
Yeah.
We'll take our money back. You can go back to USA and have your 2 times."
Are you guys done with your papers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except for the Battle Royal.
I picked Joey Janela to win the battle royal because I just looked at the names and unless a mystery guy is like, here's my mystery picks on the back.
So I know we didn't get anything in the chat, but we still need a topic for next week. So give us a topic. If you're not already doing so, give us a follow on Facebook at Tornado Tag Podcast.
Jeff said something.
Jeff said just let's hope not.
Okay.
That's not the thing. Yeah, follow us on Tornado Tag Podcast, interviews everyday people, and we have 4 other shows on there. We have more content on this YouTube channel, so if you want to go back and watch last week's episode or some of our other channels, there's always cool stuff on there. If it's your first time here, like Jay, the other show is Things That Weren't Cool in High School. That's a weekly show that happens every Wednesday night. That's all pop culture, movies, TV, video games, comic books, the whole nine. Bangin' Beers is like a local interview with somebody, and we drink some cool craft beers and have some fun. And then interviews with everyday people. We'll sit down and we talk real stories and learn about each other.
Nick Aldis,
Oh,
the WWE World Champion. Yeah, he has to be on the show.
All right. So
that's a solid.
Yeah,
call.
yeah.
MJF for the win.
for the
Last
Battle
eliminated
Royal.
is going to be no legs.
So what do you?
Nick Aldis.
I have to because you know they're going to do something with it.
Right.
They're going to do something with no legs in there.
Yeah.
It's going to be
If
last
you-
eliminated.
Jeff, I'm gonna send this home for you.
Yeah.
No helping.
Yeah,
No helping.
I was just thinking. I was like, oh
He
man.
barely follows. There's not a chance he knows. Like,
All right. Here's the
They're
sidebar.
made for themselves when it comes to the title,
If
bro.
we do watch it at your resident this weekend, the sidebar is how far into the pay-per-view before your dad's sleeping. The
Hour
over
and a
under.
half. Hour and a half.
I don't know.
it's
It-
a Saturday, right?
Yeah,
it
it
but it is brand new though. So it might
And
be exciting.
considering
No,
how
he's just a
expensive it
real,
is,
he's a
if-
really hard worker, and he just
Yeah.
he,
Are we counting the pre-show?
No.
No,
All right,
don't-
so 8 o'clock. I'm gonna say
9:30.
9:15.
once he eats the ice cream cake, it's kryptonite. He's going to bed.
Yep.
But like I said, for how expensive it is, like if you want, we were more than happy to chip in to get it because this is not exactly a cheap pay-per-view
Right.
compared to All In.
Yeah, exactly.
Almost, it's double.
I think
it's
all-
double.
I think all,
I know it's double or nothing, but there's no reason to double the price.
was
here,
all in
basically.
40. I thought it was 40.
All In was 25.
Was it
Yes.
on Fight?
Yes.
My guess is
on
that
Fight,
they
on
have
Fight
some-
TV, I paid
Listen,
$25.
if you're buying a UFC pay-per-view, if you don't
Yeah.
have the network, you're spending $50 for a pay-per-view.
Well,
Yeah.
here's the thing: they don't have a network, and if they did, people are like, "What are they gonna put on the network?"
Yeah.
they can't start a network.
I don't
They
think
can't have
I
one
don't
at
think
this point.
$50-$60 is a terrible asking price.
No, that's how much every pay-per-view is.
Yeah.
Every pay-per-view was $50 all those years until the network came out, and then and WrestleMania was 60 or 65.
Yeah, and it used to be more $10 more for HD.
But like
Box
boxing
is still
pay-per-views
dumb.
are like $100. So
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
people complaining about this is ridiculous.
I'm not
What was-
I'm not worried about
I
it.
forget what it was.
Boxing
It was one of the
is
UFC
real.
pay-per-views. I think it was like $100.
Never.
Yeah, exactly.
Or oh no, it was the McGregor and
Never.
Mayweather.
Yeah,
Mayweather
that's
fight. That was
exactly-
$100.
That wasn't
I
UFC.
fell asleep
Yeah.
during that.
That wasn't UFC.
That wasn't even worth. I couldn't think of what it was.
No,
Like,
but
that was not worth
But
$100.
boxing is real.
because boxing gets a $100 card. That they're $100 almost every
It
time.
was not worth $100. I thought it was a travesty.
No,
Yeah.
not at all.
So what do you got to plug, Dave?
What do we have going on this week? Let's see. Saturday is Double or Nothing. I really don't have much this week between work. Memorial Day weekend, I'll be. I will be
games?
at the Southcast Memorial Day weekend softball tournament as an
Oh.
umpire. If you want to stop on out, they do have food and drink,
Ooh.
and
Polishki?
they might.
They make good food at Southcast.
Yeah, they might, and it'll all go to the Southcast Fire Company.
Awesome.
Nice.
What do you got, Andy?
There's actually nothing going on this week at all because
Nothing?
I have no shows because Double or Nothing. So I don't even know any shows that are running. Well, Triple WA somewhere.
Okay.
But that's about it.
Yeah, I'll
So-
probably have to leave the last game I'm umpiring and come straight to your house because I
If
don't
we
know
if we
if
do
I'm
it there,
There
it's
you
still
go.
in the
Yeah.
air.
So I got another plug. We'll have a new episode of Call the Power Room probably out. It'll probably be our predictions for this card.
Yeah.
So and then some comic book talk over the week, and that's about it. I can't think of anything else that's really going on. That's not Double or Nothing right now. Especially Super Juniors. That's gonna be going on until and the next week. So
A lot of good movies coming out too. You're one of your personal favorites, Godzilla.
Yeah. I'm excited for Godzilla. But I don't go see movies in theater anymore, so it just
I hardly do just the comic book ones.
yeah.
Couldn't tell you the last time I saw like upcoming movie.
Really?
Because if I
except for Bohemian Rhapsody.
if I have
I've seen like two.
if I have a day off, I usually go see a
movies.
live band.
It's hard to go see it when you don't live close to a theater. It's hard.
Yeah.
Following
Which we
weekend, we
don't.
have the Retro Lovely Ball
We're gonna
and
get to
Bad
that.
Maggie.
Retro, lovely. Ooh,
Yeah.
That sounds-
hey now.
ECW.
Yeah.
So what do you got, Austin?
I have No Rain Checks playing at Goodfellas starting at 8 p.m. Please come out and see
When
that.
is that?
That's gonna be fun.
Friday night.
Friday night.
Oh,
Yes,
tomorrow-
that's
tomorrow
right.
night.
Tomorrow
Yes.
night. The
I
20th,
will
the 24th.
miss. I'm
Bacon.
very bummed. I will miss your set.
It's all right.
Unless I'm
We will be recording it.
Cool.
Like phone live stream on Facebook, and then it'll.
That's
be up on
cool, yeah, why
Facebook.
not?
Yeah.
Good
so-
luck with the live stream because the servers in there are horrible.
We've done it before. We did it at the last show.
Really?
so-
Okay.
Yeah, because we got that though. One more thing before I'm done.
One
Gonna
more
talk
thing.
a little more wrestling with the UK stuff. So I got to catch up with Progress's Super Strong Style 16.
Mhm.
Really good. I still haven't watched day 3 yet, but the best match that I've seen so far is Jordan Devlin, who's in NXT UK, and Kyle Fletcher, who's one half of Progress's tag team champions, and that match was amazing.
I saw the network.
No, this is
Progress.
Progress might
Yeah.
be on the network.
Progress has their own network.
Yeah.
Oh,
Which,
okay.
Yeah.
I'm
which
sorry,
we're
but Jordan
subscribed
Devlin
to.
is still the poor man's Finn Balor.
He might be better.
He's probably doing better right
Yeah.
now.
I mean, he's probably feeling much better than Finn after that power bomb double
Definitely.
slap off the ladder.
Who's the Progress champion right now?
Oh my god.
Because Walter
Is it?
lost it to.
Yeah, it's not Walter.
Is
Oh my
it
God.
Zack Sabre?
No.
Or no, he's Rev Pro. He's Rev Pro's title. He's Rev Pro's champion.
Will Ospreay?
No.
I never watched Progress in my life, so I have no idea.
I
I'm
forget.
waiting. I'm waiting.
I forget. But Progress is real good.
Yeah, it is. Jim Smallman is awesome. He's like the promoter.
Anybody else from NXT UK that doubles down with Progress?
Well, a lot of them do.
Most of them, I think.
Actually, like Kyle O'Reilly was in the tournament, and
Wow.
Trevor Lee was in the tournament. Trevor Lee, during his day 2 match, he came out and he's like a total heel. He's a dick. Comes out, he has a water bottle in his jacket and throws it, goes to throw it out of the ring, and hits the top rope and lands. And after it lands, he goes, and everyone's just like still giving him the finger. But yeah, Kyle.
I mean, not like
O'Reilly-
he tried to do it, but
No, not at all.
it's just like
it's one of the things he couldn't do.
Yeah,
good.
it's like, what do I do now?
But yeah, Kyle O'Reilly and Paul Robinson was another match. It was really slow, but Paul Robinson actually trained Will Ospreay. And
I'm not familiar with him.
he's like 5 foot,
Really?
like 4, and his arms are about as long as like my elbow to hand. But he's still really good. He does. Oh, it is still Walter.
It is Walter?
Oh wow.
Wow.
All right. Well,
Maybe
there's
Walter
that.
beat whoever. I don't know.
Well, I think it's going to be Jordan Devlin eventually, and
Wow.
I think Jordan Devlin is eventually the one who's going to beat Walter for the NXT UK title.
And you know who's the
I don't know
name
who
you
else
haven't
would,
heard
yeah.
since he started getting his time off is Pete Dunne.
Yeah.
I think he's enjoying that 2 months they're giving him to just kick back and relax.
All right. Well, we are hitting a little long here. So the only thing I want to plug is I will be at Culture to Culture Friday night. After Culture to Culture, I will be at Goodfellas, so come hang out with us. No rain checks. Terry Miller, Look Alive, and Apollo 88. It is a stellar lineup. Really good time.
I want a rain check.
Yeah, and then
How much is it getting? Do you know?
$5. Unless you know the band, you get it for free.
Whoa, hey now.
Guest list.
I can put you guys on the guest
Guest
list.
list.
I'm probably on 3 of the band's guest lists, so I can probably get in 3 times.
Let the podcast guys in.
Yeah. And then Brewfest video is up and live from there. Now the only problem is I think we recorded this entire thing normally how we do live with this webcam. When the webcam records normally without being connected to Facebook, I guess it created a delay. So there's a delay in the audio and the video. I tried my best to get the audio as best I could, but with the background noise, it is what it is. But Brewfest is up there. You can listen to it. It may be tough to watch, but I'm really, really sorry. Trust me, I've been really down about it for a while.
You got your chalice.
Yeah, I got a VIP cup, but I had such a good time at Brewfest. I met so many cool people. I'm just super disappointed that it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. But you live and learn, and we'll grow from it. But yeah, it was awesome. It was our first time really at a podcast. We were at an outdoor live event. We got to meet a lot of cool people. It was awesome. Like just round table people coming, sitting down, meeting new people. It was so much fun. But we will be back if Brewfest is willing to have
I
us
won't
back.
be there next year because I'm only 19 next
Yeah,
year.
but if Brewfest is willing to have us back, we would 100% love to go. You can go as a DD.
Yes, that's true.
Yes.
They probably give you
Some
like a
food.
bracelet or something.
Yeah.
You get a DD, you can get all the food and all that cool stuff, and
So there we
and
go.
we can put you to work if you really wanted to as well.
And a thank you to Abomination for the shout out.
Yes, Abomination used one of our pictures. I mean, like it was just a really cool idea networking. We actually booked a couple shows out of it, so we met a lot of cool
That's
people.
cool, yeah.
I'm going to that hot sauce show.
There's a line. There's a line of
I
people.
know there's a line
Yeah.
for it, but I put in for it first. When they said when you're doing the interview with the hot sauce guy, I want to be there because I wanted to buy some of the hot
What
sauce.
if he shows up? He's like, I actually want the hot sauce.
Yeah.
That's
Well, no, we're going to him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But
I'm on.
I will drive myself if I have to. I want the hot
Where's
sauce.
he
No hot
from?
sauce is there.
I'm actually not sure yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not far.
Well,
I
you
think-
see,
Pittsburgh?
The Harrisburg. I would still do
Tony
it.
was supposed to go try the hot sauce. Guess who forgot to go try the hot sauce?
We won't get into why I couldn't go try anything.
Tony has child's taste buds. He can't handle the heat.
We'll say that's what it was.
I only eat chicken nuggets and
Yeah,
peanut butter and jelly.
That's why Tony was stuck at the table.
I'll be honest. I went down and tried everything this guy had, all the way up to his Reaper sauces.
Oh, wow.
They are all.
Did he have a
fantastic.
good like green verde sauce? I like
So
that.
he
I love
No,
salsa
so he
verde.
talked a little bit about his sauces, and the ones we're talking about. So if you guys want to check him out on Facebook, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. It's called Hotheads Hot Sauce, and he has a website too that you can buy the hot sauces. So he told me the process of hot sauce is a lot of people already make the hot sauce with water or
Is
some
it
type of liquid
Hotheads
base.
with the Z.
Yes,
S.
I'm pretty sure you put it in
No,
one of the
Hotheads
group
with a-
chats.
Hotheads
I'm
with
getting
S.
Hothead Hair Salon,
No.
Hair Extensions, and Burrito Alliance.
Hotheads Hot Sauce, all with an S, not a Z.
I'm quite interested in Hothead's Burrito Alliance.
But his sauces are all natural, all organic, and he doesn't cut it with water. And he says, I'm not always trying to kill you with the hotness. I want to make something that tastes good.
Oh, well, that sounds good.
Yeah. So yeah, that we're excited for that episode. But a lot of cool stuff's coming up. Next week, as a quick plug, I'll just do. We will be at the Retro Lovely Ball Friday and Saturday night. That's it. That's
All right,
it.
cool.
Yep. So check out all that cool stuff. Thank you guys so much for the continued support. You guys are unbelievable and awesome. If anyone's ever interested in a T-shirt or merchandise, we have T-shirts. They are $20 a piece. They help us grow. We can get better mics, and we don't have the same mistakes we had last year. We have a lot of really cool stuff coming up, man. Interview-wise, we have a lot of cool bands. No Rain Checks will be there. Apollo 88 that you're going to see there tomorrow is going to be on a show. Look Alive, who was on the show tomorrow, was on the podcast already. So go through. I mean, we went and looked at it the other day. We started in November. We uploaded 83 episodes since November. We haven't even hit a full year, and we've uploaded 83 total episodes between 5 shows.
Content.
Now we're down to 4.
Rebellion was probably the best.
So content-wise, man, we will keep it coming for you guys. We usually do a show every Sunday, every Wednesday, every Thursday. So we keep it coming. You guys keep watching. We love the support, and we'll keep doing it. And Alexa, I may see you Sunday. We might stop. Alexa's family invited us
The
out to
sweet
a
wave
it's
was
a party,
good.
yeah.
The
Barbecue.
mango
Yeah.
jalapeno.
So that'll
You
do
lost
it
me
for
on the
us.
Hawaiian Express though.
That'll do it for us. Like I said, follow us on all social media. All the links are in the description below. And we'll see you guys next week.
And follow us for the race to the first ever IWEP champion.
The IWEP Tornado Type Podcast.
Yeah, I was yeah.